and the defense, after the first 2 possessions where they gave up touchdowns, shut down Whitehall. I don't know if Coach Price made some good adjustments or the players just maybe got the rust, knocked off of them. But, boy, after that, they look pretty good there. And, that's a 5A team at Whitehall. And, Stuttgart was ahead at what would have been halftime, 22-14.
So good performance there by the Ricebirds. And as you mentioned, Brent, a great chance to kind of knock that rust off as well as you get set for non-conference action. The games tonight count. And towards your total season, they don't count, of course, for conference play, but they count in your total season tally. Looking out, the Ricebirds, we mentioned in the last segment that the big run-through is up. Lonoke has their big run-through up in the southwest corner of the stadium. The stadium here runs north and south in Lonoke, and we're kind of buried back in the residential area here in Lonoke. For those of you that might be familiar with it, we're kind of between Highway 70 and Highway 31, kind of in that area. But there's houses all around the stadium here, so it's kind of a cozy setting, and kind of reminds me a little bit of the old Harmon Field back in Stuttgart, Brent.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say the same thing. You would park in the neighborhood sometimes there. And just walk up, and if you would kick an extra point far enough, it would go all the way across the street.
Yes, exactly right, into somebody's yard.
Yeah.
So and they always moved their cars because they didn't want to get them bent up there with an errant kick. But fun atmosphere here tonight. The Ricebird fans are really filing in on the far side over there, traveling well today. And I'm telling you, Brent, it's we've had a kind of a brutal week weather-wise, but it's really, I'm going to say, very tolerably pleasant out here tonight. It's a little humidity, but it's really a little bit of a breeze, and it's not too bad.
Yeah, it's 86 degrees and a cloud cover here and a nice breeze, and we just may get a shower later on as well. But it's not too bad for a August game. That's for sure. Andrew
Skinner and Chris Armstrong, they're watching the weather for us, and they'll have the live stream. They'll bring that to you as well on the EAB Sports Network Stuttgart Ricebird YouTube channel. So tune in there, and you can see the Ricebirds in addition to listening to the Country 97.3 broadcast. We'll take one more time out here on the Freemeier's Best Brands Plus Ricebird pregame show. When we come back, we'll break down the Lonoke Jackrabbits, and we'll also kind of take a look at what's new for the Stuttgart Ricebirds this year. We'll be back with that in 4 minutes.
Attention Ricebirds fans, get ready to feel great and look amazing with Face Happy in Stuttgart. At Face Happy, we offer facials for every skin type. Just like football, there's something for everyone. Plus, enjoy our waxing, brows, lashes, and relaxing massages. Men and women of all ages are welcome. Treat yourself to a top-notch beauty experience. Call Amanda Hafner at 870-830-1961 to schedule your appointment today. Learn more when you visit us on Facebook. Face Happy, where every visit is a winning play.
The future is not about a bond reaching maturity. The future is what my grandfather worked for. It's what my father carried on. It's my responsibility today. The future is my son's tomorrow. At the Stevens Private Client Group, we believe that our strength builds success, not only for us, but for our clients. Stevens, member NYSE, SIPC.
We're able to bring you Stuttgart Ricebird football every Friday night thanks to our great sponsors like Arkansas Senator Ronald Caldwell. Senator Caldwell is a strong supporter of high school athletics and believes in its power to develop our young men and women. Senator Caldwell proudly serves District 10, which includes Arkansas, Jackson, Cross, St. Francis, Lee, Monroe, Woodruff, Prairie, Poinsett, and Lonoke counties. Senator Ronald Caldwell, proud sponsor of Stuttgart Ricebird football.
We all have our traditions, from Friday night lights to Saturday morning hunts. These are the traditions we pass down to the next generation. Now, we might have hung up our cleats a long time ago, but come tomorrow morning, we can still put on our camo and hunter orange, because some traditions last a lifetime. Get your hunting license and enjoy a season of memories, both on the field and in the woods. This message is brought to you by the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. Hunt natural.
And we welcome you back to the Freemeier's Best Brands Plus Ricebird pregame show tonight from Lonoke as we kick off the 2024 Stuttgart Ricebird high school football season. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman, and we're glad to be a part of Ricebird football for you this season. Looking at some of the clouds kind of gathering to the southeast of the stadium here, Brent, it looks like there is a pretty good chance that we might get some showers. Yeah. The biggest thing that we're hoping that we will not see is lightning, because lightning will create or can create some delays, and some of them lengthy delays. So we certainly hope and pray that that will stay away and we can get a good high school football game in here tonight. Ricebirds taking on the Lonoke Jackrabbits. They were 3-8 a year ago. They finished 5th in the 2-4A conference, losing first losing season in 5 years for the Jacks. Excuse me, for the Jackrabbits. The Ricebirds beat Lonoke last year 45-34 on October 27th. And with that win, they lead the series with Lonoke going back to 1934, 26-9. And I look, my records go back to 1934, and Lonoke was on the Ricebird schedule then. So they've played for a long time. Now, not consecutively, but they've played for a long time. New head coach Clay Bimberg succeeds Chris Norton, who had a 9-13 record in 2 years and is the 5th Rabbit head coach in the past 9 seasons. Bimberg is a former U of A lineman and Little Rock Parkview offensive coordinator. He also spent time at Warren and Little Rock Central, so he's certainly been around some winning football, Brent, but there's just something about Lonoke here. They're just having a tough time getting some continuity, keeping a coach.
Yeah, they are. As you said, they're 5th coach in 9 years, and that's just not good for a program. Every coach has a different system.
They do.
That they come in and want to run, it's just not good at all.
Well, and, they get an opportunity, if they're here for a while, to really start them when they're in the 5th, 6th, and 7th grades in junior high programs and running their program. And I think those are some of the benefits you're seeing from Coach Price, having been at Stuttgart now for a while, is the kids are growing up with him, and it just really creates some great continuity. Right. But the Rabbits have struggled with that. Now, they're preseason picked to finish 4th in the 2-4A conference. They returned 6 offensive starters and 5 defensive starters from a year ago. Ricebird fans will note that all-conference quarterback Braden Allen has graduated and signed with UAM. Although I looked on their roster, I did not see him on their roster. Allen passed for more than 1,300 yards and 11 touchdowns last season. 2 of those 11 touchdowns were against the Ricebirds, and he had a running touchdown against the Birds as well. And interesting, Brent, no returning player on the Rabbit roster has even attempted a pass. But now, I'm not going to be too quick to feel sorry for him quite yet, because sophomore Caden Stivers, 5'9", 160, helped the junior high to an undefeated season last year, and we watched him play.
Yeah, we sure did. A lot of good players in that freshman class last year that are now sophomores, and several will be on the field tonight.
Absolutely. And in addition to Stivers at quarterback, Dylan Dean, 6 foot, 160 pounds. He's moved in from Cabot, and he split snaps with Stivers in the spring. I think one of these guys has a good arm. One of them has a good ability to run. Yeah. Coach Price thinks we'll probably see both of them tonight at different times. A huge offensive weapon for the Rabbits is senior Marquez Jackson Jr. Not very big at 5'9", 155 pounds, but he's got 4.5 speed, works at running back, slot receiver, and returns kicks. He broke a 41-yard touchdown against the Birds in the first quarter last year to tie the ball game. Then he returned to kickoff for 75 yards for a touchdown late in the game. Kind of made the final score a little bit more respectable, but he certainly is an offensive weapon for the Rabbits. Birds will also have to key on a talented sophomore, Demarion Eason, 5'8", 155 pounds. He was the leading rusher last year in junior high. Brent and I, of course, saw him as well. Senior receiver Tanner Stark, 6'1", 160 pounds, has 4.5 speed, and he's a baseball player as well, and the coach considers him certainly a deep threat in the passing game. They had a big D1 lineman last year, Chauncey Johnson, that graduated, signed with Oklahoma State. He didn't play against the Birds because he was injured a year ago, but they got a big one to fill that hole. Brandon Allen is 5'11", 320 pounds. The senior didn't play last year, but moves well for his size, according to Coach Bimberg. Interestingly, the Rabbits have typically started their season a little slow, Brent, in the last few years, but I look for them to hit their stride early this season as they get their quarterback position straightened out. And we're just about set here now for the pregame festivities at Lonoke. So we're going to step aside while they have the national anthem and the alma maters, and we'll be back with you in approximately 5 minutes. You're listening to Stuttgart Ricebird football on Country 97.3 FM.
Presents the national colors, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance, the national anthem, Amazing how important the little things really are in these situations. At Durden's in Stuttgart, we like to help make the little things easier. That's why we're now your local authorized Generac dealer. And that's important too, because not all companies can sell, install, and provide warranty service on your generator, but Durden's can. Let's face it, a generator is a big investment. Keep it ready to run correctly so you're not left in the dark when the next storm or outage happens. Call us today at 673-1356 for home backup options, portable generators, and even commercial options for your business. You can also request service for your generator online at durdeninc.com/schedule. Let's skip the cold showers and save the candlelight dinners just for date night.
Durden's in Stuttgart. Guaranteed comfort since 1960.
Across Arkansas, Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville join you in cheering on our favorite teams. We applaud the extra effort from neighbors like you that make our local schools and activities an integral part of our community. Working as a team to help you reach your goals is a perfect game plan for success. The Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville, finally a bank in your corner. MeBanking.com, member FDIC.
The love of football defines fall weekends, and in many homes, our families. But it's a demanding sport that can cause injury. That's why UAMS Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is on sidelines and in locker rooms for high schools and colleges across the state, ready to care for athletes with clinics in Central and Northwest Arkansas. UAMS Health, official orthopedics and sports medicine provider for Razorback Athletics and future Razorbacks all over Arkansas. Learn more at uams.health/team.
When it comes to harvest season, you're no stranger to long hours, which is why your Case IH and Kubota dealer, Progressive Tractor and Implement in Stuttgart, is extending their parts and service hours to help you be ready during this crucial time of year. Trust factory-trained technicians to provide knowledgeable expertise and quick turnaround times. Ask Progressive Tractor and Implement about their next-day parts availability and count on their professionals to help ensure that your equipment stays up and running all day or all night for maximum production and bushels. Contact your local Case IH and Kubota dealer, Progressive Tractor and Implement, for more information.
Now is a great time to get out and experience an outdoor adventure in the Arkansas Delta Byways region. From hiking to biking to water adventures, we've got them all. Bike, jog, or stroll across the Big River Crossing, the longest public pedestrian bridge across the Mississippi River. Do some fishing or kayaking on Lake Chico, the largest oxbow lake in North America. Explore the beginnings of Arkansas at Arkansas Post National Memorial. Visit deltabyways.com for more ideas.
This ad paid with state and regional funds.
Freemeyer's Best Brands Plus has been supporting Ricebirds athletics for 46 years in Stuttgart. We're honored to be a part of the Ricebird tradition. Freemeyer's has joined with some of the best brands in America, including Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, Lazy Boy, and Sealy, to be able to supply our customers with the best values. Now Freemeyer's has gone a step further with guaranteed price matching. If you need home furnishings, make sure you check with Freemeyer's, 201 South Main in downtown Stuttgart. Best brands, best prices, best people.
No appointment? No problem. If you need medical care right away, visit Urgent Care of Stuttgart, where you can walk in without an appointment and get help without a long wait for a wide variety of illnesses and injuries, from stitches and broken bones to allergies and colds. Urgent Care of Stuttgart is conveniently located at 22nd and Park Avenue. Clinic hours are Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. For more, visit facebook.com/Urgent Care Stuttgart or call 870-672-0911. Urgent Care of Stuttgart at 22nd and Park Avenue. Get sick, get seen today.
Great coaches know that success on the field takes more than just athletic ability. It takes a winning strategy. And at Southern Bancorp, we believe the same applies to banking. Whether you need competitive rates on loans and accounts to keep you in the game, or financial tools like credit counseling and homebuyer education to move the ball down the field, we can help. Visit banksouthern.com today and let's build your winning strategy. Southern Bancorp, wealth builders for everyone. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Time for an oil change? What about a new battery? Harry's Rapid Lube in Stuttgart has you covered. At Harry's Rapid Lube, they have GM Dexos certified oil, along with quality Pennzoil, and they can change your air filter and windshield wipers, and even replace your rundown battery with an interstate battery. You don't need an appointment. Just drive in. For quality service, for quality people, see Harry's Rapid Lube at 2208 South Timber in Stuttgart, or phone 672-7200. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m.
And we welcome you back to the Freemeyer's Best Brands Plus Ricebird pregame show tonight from Lonoke, where the Stuttgart Ricebirds have traveled to take on the Lonoke Jackrabbits, opening game of the 2024 high school football season. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman. And Brent, we had heard that maybe around 7 o'clock there may be some showers, and there's a big old dark cloud has just come over the stadium here. And the wind has kicked up just a little bit. Can you tell if I don't see any umbrellas or anything yet? So
no,
I think
I don't think it's raining yet. But boy, the wind out of the south picked up. It is holding those Ricebirds cheerleaders flags straight out.
Absolutely. And speaking of that, the cheerleaders are lined up just outside of the big Ricebird run through, and the Ricebirds are loaded up behind it, and they're ready to come busting out of that. Right now, the captains are at the center of the field, and with those captains, Brent, who have we got?
All right, for the Lonoke Jackrabbits, number 18, Marquez Jackson Jr., number 22, Will Payne, number 64, Brady Evans, and number 72, Matthew Boyles Jr. For the Ricebirds, number 61, Caleb Brewer, number 55, Peyton Thompson, and number 18, Julius Gaither.
And the coin toss has been made. The official now is signaling that Lonoke has won the toss and deferred to the second half, and they will kick, and they're going to kick into, they're going to have a breeze, I think, behind their back.
Yep.
So they're going to be kicking from the south to the north, and the breeze now is pretty strong out of the south. As we said, dark clouds kind of gathering over here, but boy, I tell you what, it hadn't dampened the Ricebird fans over there one bit. Great crowd across the way of Ricebird fans, and good crowd here on the near sideline as well of Lonoke Jackrabbit fans. Ricebirds now getting set to come out of their run through. The Lonoke Jackrabbits doing the same thing. The Lonoke Jackrabbits have one of the big helmets, big inflatable helmets with the run through kind of mounted in behind it. And the Ricebirds, of course, with the big angry bird and the run through lined up behind it. They're going to come out of a funnel of cheerleaders, and they'll be following those flags. And as Brent mentioned, that's going to be a pretty good task, those flags in this strong wind. Here come the Stuttgart Ricebirds as they bust out of their run through. Cheerleaders doing handsprings out ahead of them. The Ricebirds tonight dressed in their travel jerseys of white. They've got maroon pants, maroon helmets, white markings on their helmets. We are just about ready for some football. I think it's time for the battle cry. Kim Bethea, if you are listening, the field is green, the stripes are white. We're ready for some Stuttgart Ricebird football on this Friday night. Okay, Brent, how about our Petrus Auto Group keys to victory for tonight?
All right, Lynn, the Birds need to win the turnover battle, cut down on the penalties, and get off to a good start. 3 keys to victory tonight.
There you go. Brought to you by Petrus Auto Group. Petrus with 2 locations, 19th and Main for Chevrolet and GMC, and out across from Max Prairie Wings for Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. As the wind blows the ball off the tee, the kicker for Lonoke, number 17, Clifford Williams, backs up, 2 steps, puts his foot into it, end-over-end kick, and it's going to land out of bounds, and the Ricebirds will have their choice of taking it at the 35 or have them re-kick. Let's see what Coach Price has them to do.
Let's see. I think they're going to take it at the 30. Well, no, I think he's going to make them kick it again. They tried a little sky kick there, but boy, I tell you, if you get it up in the wind, it's going to carry.
The wind got a hold of it, no question about that. The Rabbits in all purple uniforms with white helmets, purple markings. And Lonoke will back up now to the 35-yard line is where they'll tee it up. And once again, the kicker, number 17, Clifford Williams, for the Lonoke Jackrabbits. He did a little two-step approach on the ball on his first kick, and again, he's got it aimed toward the near sideline, but it landed 6 or 7 yards outside.
It sure did.
It wasn't even close.
Sparky Clark back deep for the Ricebirds, but I don't think he's going to see this ball at all.
Coach Benberg is out talking to his kicker right now, and they're making some adjustments.
Number 17 is the kicker for Lonoke in his bright green shoes. That's Clifford Williams.
You can just about count on him being a soccer player, just like the Ricebirds kicker, Dawson McKelvey. Here's the kick, end over end, right down the middle, and a good kick. It gets right by the Ricebirds. It bounces off an official at the 5, picked up back across the 10, the 15, and that worked out good for the Lonoke Jackrabbits.
It sure did, Lynn. They picked up 20 yards there as Sparky kind of balled it. It was a line drive, and then it bounced off of the referee and
kept it in the field of play because it was headed toward the end zone.
Yeah, it did, and by the time Sparky picked it up, the Jackrabbits were down there on top of him.
All right, Stuttgart from its own 15-yard line, ball in the center of the field. They come to the line. Kane Price, quarterback. Shotgun formation, standing at his 10, calling for the ball, takes it straight back to pass, looking to his left, fires, he's got a man, complete at the 15, out across the 20, 21, maybe 22-yard line. The pile is going to push forward, and on the reception for the Ricebirds, Deontay Clark. We call him Sparky, number 4.
7 yards on the tunnel screen that time, a nice pickup on first down.
Ball stays in the center of the field. And if anything, kind of looking at some of the things out on the field, looks like the wind might have eased up just a little bit.
Yeah.
Dark clouds have passed over, and so far we've dodged the rain. Once again, shotgun formation, 2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Going to fire out to the near side. He's got a man complete at the 20, out across the 25, 29-yard line, and he is going to have first down yardage out to the 20. They're going to mark it right at the 29-yard line.
It's 7 yards that time to QT Johnson. So 2 passes on 2 plays for the Ricebirds and 14 yards.
Just underway from Lonoke. 11-11 to go here, opening quarter. Ricebirds opening drive. Kane Price, the sophomore, at quarterback. 2 wide outs to the left, the wide side of the field. Takes hands off right in the middle, and across the 30 to the 31-yard line goes Jawan Terry, number 0, new number for him this year, Brent.
Yeah, maybe a new number, and it's a good look for Terry because, he got injured last year early on in the season and missed the regular season.
He sure did. He gets a couple for the Ricebirds, brings up 2nd down and 8 from the Bird 31. Birds moving again from the left to the right, from the north to the south here in Lonoke. 2 wide outs to the left, which is the wide side of the field. 1 to the right. Fakes into the middle, fires out. It's got Sparky Clark, complete to 30, 35, breaks a tackle, 40, midfield, and into Lonoke territory. Let's see where he went out of bounds. He may have stepped out of bounds just before he crossed the midfield stripe. He did. They're going to mark him at about the 47 of the Ricebirds, but that's going to be more than enough to move the sticks.
It's 16 yards and a fantastic block from a QT Johnson that sprung Clark up the field.
Ball's on the far hash mark, 2 wide outs to the right, which is the wide side of the field, 1 to the left. Single back standing to the left of Price. Now he takes a look to the sidelines. Terry moves from the left side to the right, calling for the ball. Fakes to Terry, fires out into the flats, complete at the 43, out across midfield, down to the 45-yard line, just shy of a first down. Nice reception, QT Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson that time did a good job of going down low to get that pass. He almost had to scoop it up off the ground, but boy, a nice catch, and it's a gain of 7 we'll give him. Well, 8, we'll give him a gain of 8.
2nd down, 2, coming up, ball at the Lonoke 45-yard line on the near hash mark. Close to Brent and I's broadcast position. We've got kind of a cozy position here in the press box. Handoff into the line. Terry breaks through the initial line and gets down to about the 41-yard line. He's hammered hard at that point, but that's going to be enough to move the sticks again as the Ricebirds keep the chain gang busy on the far side.
Yeah, a gain of 5 and a nice hit that time by the Lonoke number 7 linebacker, Jonathan Hickson.
Not a lot of size for Hickson, but boy, he's got a lot of grunt. 2 wide outs to the left, one to the right. Wide side of the field is to the left. Ball's on the near hash mark. Juwan Terry lined up to the left of Price. Fakes to him. He's going to fire it deep. He's got a man wide open. It is complete. 10-5. Touchdown, Ricebirds.
QT Johnson on the reception, number 7.
Beautiful pass, and actually QT had to kind of slow up and wait on it a little bit because it got caught up in that breeze, throwing into that breeze. But at 9:08 mark of the first quarter, the Ricebirds draw first blood.
41 yards there, and we had seen 4 passes out in the flats, and that time Kane pump faked in the flat, and QT turned it up, and he was wide open.
Dawson McKelvey on to attempt the extra point. Left foot, soccer-style kicker. Puts his foot into it. The kick is up, and it is good. And the Stuttgart Ricebirds lead the Lonoke Jackrabbits 7-0, 9:08 to go first quarter. We're back with more Stuttgart Ricebird football in 30 seconds.
Arkansas-owned EAB, East Arkansas Broadcasters. This is Country 97.3 KDEW. DeWitt, Stuttgart. Country 97.3.
College dreams come true at the University of Central Arkansas, especially now with the UCA commitment. This new program provides a debt-free pathway for tuition and fees for Arkansas students whose families earn $100,000 or less a year. And that impacts everything. It's fewer barriers and endless opportunities. Welcome to Bear Country. Learn more about the UCA commitment at uca.edu.
And we welcome you back to Ricebird football powered by Petrus in Stuttgart. Petrus with 2 locations out across from Max Prairie Wings for Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, and right downtown 19th and Main Street for Chevrolet and GMC. Petrus Auto Group, they got your transportation needs on the Grand Prairie covered. And the Ricebirds take the opening kick, and they take it 85 yards right down the field, punch it in. McKelvey's PAT puts the icing on the cake, and it's 7-0. McKelvey drills this one down. It's going to be taken at the 10, back across the 20, and looks like Ricebirds are going to converge on the return man at that point. Good coverage by Ricebird special teams.
Absolutely. Braylon Tolliver in there, along with Caven Bryant, and I believe it was Jeremiah Jackson down there for the Ricebirds. Fantastic coverage, and the Jackrabbits will start at their own 20.
Brandon Castleberry on the return for the Lonoke Jackrabbits. Ricebirds in their white jerseys, maroon pants, maroon helmets. Got a stripe right down the middle of the helmet that starts wide in the front, narrows off to a point in the back. Flying Bird logo on the left, jersey number on the right. Rabbits in dark purple, white helmets. Fires out in the flats. Got a man complete at the 25 and brought down almost immediately on the near side here by the Ricebirds. Good defensive coverage by both Ethan Boyd out there, number 15, and number 19, Landon Bryant.
And Dean quarterbacking for the Jackrabbits with the completion to Payne. Gain of 6 on that one.
2nd down and 4 for the Rabbits, moving from the right to the left on your radio dial. For those of you listening on Country 97.3 FM, take handoff into the line, and the Ricebirds wrap up the ball carrier just as soon as he got to the line. Brent, I thought for all the world, looked like a little seam there. He was going to be able to break through, but the Ricebirds filled it up quick.
Yeah, Kobe Barnett was right there on top of him and said, "Not so fast, Mr. Jackson." He takes him down right at the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 3rd down and a long 3 here.
The ball toward the center of the field. Again, the Rabbits going to send 3 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Single back standing to the left of the quarterback. Takes, going to hand to him into the line. He's got a little bit of running room, and he's going to have the 1st down for the Rabbits. He moves it out across the 35 to the 36-yard line, and the Rabbits get their first down of the night.
And it's going to be a gain of 5 for Jackson on that play over the left side.
7:54 to go, opening quarter. Stuttgart with a 7-0 lead. Took the opening kickoff, marched it 85 yards to take the lead early in this one. Here come the Rabbits again. 4 wideouts, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Sends a man in motion out of the backfield. Going to fire to him, and it's that's a backward
Get on
pass.
the ball, get on the ball.
And the Ricebirds better hustle, and they do. They pick it up, and that is a fumble. That was a backward pass.
Absolutely.
No question about it.
Absolutely.
And it picked up by number 1, Damari McKinney. Damari knew that was a backwards pass, and I don't think The receiver, the running back, thought so because he didn't show any urgency, Brent.
No, he didn't. And I think Jackrabbits kind of slowed down there, and then McKinney and the Stuttgart coaches knew that was a lateral, and he was all over it there, and the Ricebirds pick up the first turnover. They are in business here deep in Lonoke territory.
Lonoke, the snap back, the pass back was just a little high, and normally if it was an incomplete pass, you would see the receiver stop like that, but that was backwards all the way. Here come the Ricebirds. Kane Price going to flip it back to Juwan Terry. He's got some running room inside the 10-yard line down to the 8.
And nice run that time by Terry. Just a quick pitch around the right side, and Terry picks up 8 on first down.
Ball toward the center of the field. Ricebirds moving from the left to the right. Second possession after the turnover. Here come the Birds, already up 7-0 with 7:07 to go here in the opening quarter. Juwan Terry's going to line up to the left to Kane Price, the sophomore quarterback. 2 wide outs to the left, which is the wide side of the field. He rolls to the left, got a lot of real estate in front of him. He fires toward the end zone, got a man complete. Touchdown, Ricebirds.
QT Johnson on his second touchdown reception of the night. It's going to be for 9 yards. QT was in the slot and just cut straight out to the pylon, and he was wide open and just an easy pitch and catch. Price to Johnson, and the Ricebirds are on the board again.
Dawson McKelvey comes on to attempt the extra point. Hayden Prine is the holder. McKelvey, left foot, soccer-style kicker. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and it is good. And the Stuttgart Ricebirds lead the Lonoke Jackrabbits 14-0. We're back with more Stuttgart Ricebird football in 30 seconds on Country 97.3 FM. We're part of the EAB Sports Network.
Hey, it's Taylor Holmes from Holmes Media LLC in historic downtown Stuttgart. I'm all about serving our community with family-feel intimate sessions that capture the special moments that matter most to you. Whether it's family portraits, weddings, surprise engagements, senior portraits, newborn sessions, events, headshots, or sports, I've got you covered. Plus, I'm available for travel. Give me a call at 870-926-7160 or visit Holmes Media LLC on Facebook or Instagram for links to my website and email to book your session today.
And we welcome you back to Stuttgart Ricebird football tonight from Lonoke. Ricebird football is powered by Petrus in Stuttgart. It's Petrus Auto Group with 2 convenient locations. Take care of all of your automotive needs, sales, service, parts, and more. Petrus Auto Group, they got your transportation needs on the Grand Prairie covered. Dawson McKelvey sails it right down the middle, and it's going to be mishandled. And now the return man is on the ground trying to pick it up, so he's down at that point. Dangerous there as well. Number 18, Marquez Jackson Jr., having a hard time getting a hold of it.
Yeah, the ball hit just a couple yards in front of him there, and in this thick grass, it just died.
Yeah,
he went up to try to pick it up, and when he did, he was down on his knees.
That's one thing, Brent, and that's a great point that you made about the grass. This is a little different, quite a bit different surface than the Ricebirds are playing on when you're playing on an artificial turf.
Yep.
That thing would have probably just kept rolling on artificial surface.
Doubt.
Here come the Jackrabbits. Quarterback now behind center into the line, and there's just nothing there. Hammered at the line of scrimmage, maybe give him a yard.
Yeah, several Ricebirds right there, including number 44, and that is Tamarian Burks, Lynn. Boy, you know, Lynn, he looked good in the scrimmage as well from his linebacker spot. 6'1", 250, middle linebacker.
Yeah. Colby Barnett in there as well. I'm telling you, they just stuffed that hole. Gain of 1, second down and 9 coming up for the Rabbits. Quarterback now in shotgun formation, mishandles the snap, and the Ricebirds get the ball carrier and drag him down in the backfield. DeMarson Eason was the ball carrier. That was ugly to start with, Brent, because the quarterback had a hard time. The snap was high back to him, and the running back had already started running and had a hard time getting it. Looked like a bad baton exchange in a relay, a track relay.
It was, and that was Tay Clark on the tackle there. I was afraid for a minute they might get him for that horse collar, but no flag.
Third down and 9 coming up for the Rabbits. Quarterback, shotgun formation, back to pass, looks, fires, got a man over the middle, complete. He's got first down yardage out across the 35, and on the reception was number 3, Tanner Starks.
Yeah, nice pick up there on a 3rd and long, all the way out to the 33-yard line, 15 yards.
Secondary got a little gap right in the middle, and the quarterback did a good job of finding his receiver in the middle of it, and he did a good job catching it. Now, shotgun formation, takes hands off to the back. Number 4 is on the carry once again, and that is DeMarson Eason over the right side. Ricebird defense there for a short gain. Looks like maybe a yard on the play, Brent. It's going to go out to about the 37.5, we'll say 38-yard line is where the Rabbits will have it with 5:08 to go, opening quarter. Stuttgart with a 14-0 lead. Took the opening kickoff, marched it down the field, then got a turnover, a short field, turned it into points as well. Quarterback takes now, hands off, running room over the right side, and he puts his head down and gets close to first down yardage. He's got first down yardage as he gets across the 45. Going to mark it all the way out to the 49-yard line. A good second effort there by the Lonoke ball carrier.
Yep.
And
that was number 5, Ryder Engel, I believe.
Ryder Engel, yes.
Yeah, he's one of those sophomores that we're talking about.
Saw him play last year. Matter of fact, last game of last year. Fires over the middle, got a man complete. 30, 25, 20, foot race. Ricebird's going to catch him at the goal line. Did he get in?
Yeah.
Yes, touchdown, Lonoke.
51 yards to number 7, Jonathan Hickson. Boy, Dean hit him in stride right down the seam there, and the Ricebirds could not catch him. So Lonoke strikes fast there for their first score of the season. 49 yards, Dean to Hickson, and it's a 14-6 ball game with Williams on to attempt the PAT.
Tanner Starks is the holder. There's the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. And the Lonoke Jackrabbits have cut the Ricebird lead in half. Stuttgart leads 14-7, 4:25 to go here in the opening quarter. Back with more Stuttgart Ricebird football from Lonoke in 30 seconds.
Monthly club meetings at the French team in Stuttgart provide education and inspiration for sewing, embroidery, and silhouette digital cutting. If you're interested in joining these small groups, call the French team today at 870-673-8156. There is no fee to join, but registration is required for both Bernina Club and Creative Club. Call today for this month's schedule. Call 673-8156 for the French team, 2015 South Berkel in Stuttgart, FrenchTeam.com, and French Team Stuttgart on Facebook.
And welcome back to Jackrabbit Stadium in Lonoke. Lynn Keller along with Brent Whitman. Glad to bring you Ricebird football here. Opening game of the 2024 high school football season. And this was a good one so far as the Stuttgart Ricebirds jumped out to a 14-0 lead. But the Lonoke Jackrabbits come right back and cut the lead in half. It's 14-7. Here's the kickoff, and it's going to go right through the legs of the Ricebird, Sparky Clark, into the end zone. So the Birds will bring it out to the 20, and that's where they'll have it first down. I tell you, the first kick by the kicker, he just kicked it out of bounds. But, boy, ever since then, he's been drilling it right down central, Brent, and it's been hard to handle.
He has. You know, he's kicking those line drives there, and, right down the middle. And Sparky couldn't come up with it that time, and it made its way into the end zone. So the Birds will take over at their own 20 for their third possession here. 2 touchdowns on their first 2 possessions tonight.
See what the Birds can do here and see if they can regain that 2-score lead. Here come the Ricebirds to the line. Ball's in the center of the field. 3 wideouts to the right. Clark spread the furthest to the right. Price, quarterback, takes, hands off into the line, looking for a little seam, bounces outside. Now he's got a little running room across 30, using his blockers really well as he come to the near side. He's going to have a first down, Brent, as he gets out across the 35, almost 36-yard line.
Yeah, 16 yards there, and Terry found nothing up the middle, but, boy, bounced it outside and, as you said, set up his blockers well and picked up 16 yards.
Moves the ball to the near hash mark. Birds moving from the left to the right, from the north to the south here in Lonoke. 3 wideouts to the left, which is the wide side of the field. Takes, hands off, Terry into the line, and he's dragging a rabbit for about 2 yards there and gets some positive yards out of it. I tell you, the rabbit had him by the leg there just as he got to the line of scrimmage, but he drags him out to the 38-yard line, and it's going to bring up now second down and a short 8, long 7 here coming up for the Ricebirds. 3:37 to go here, opening quarter. Stuttgart with a 14-7 lead on Lonoke. Season opening game. Again, 3 wideouts to the left. Kane Price, the quarterback, back to pass, looking, now fires out left, got Clark, complete. Clark dances around the 40 and then gets out across the 40 to the 42. Good coverage now out there by the Rabbits.
It was.
Leading the charge out there, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, was number 64, Brady Evans, on the stop for the Lonoke Jackrabbits. Going to set up a 3rd down and 5 for the Ricebirds from their own 41-yard line with 3 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Birds are going to send 2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Single back standing to the left of Price. Price stands up, looks to the side. Coach Price barking some signals. Kane Price now relaying that to his receivers. Takes a snap. Look, he fires right across. Got Clark complete. Midfield into Rabbit territory at the 45-yard line. Move the sticks, Ricebirds.
There you go, 14 yards on the completion. Price to Clark, and boy, they make it look easy out there, don't they?
They really do. They really do. Checking in is big number 61, Ryan Lewis. 6'3", 320 pounds. Boy, you talking about a boy that can clog a hole up now.
You said it.
He can do it. 1st down and 10 for the Ricebirds from the Rabbit 45. 3 wide outs to the left, which is the wide side of the field. Price, high snap, but takes it, pulls it down, and going to cut around the left side. Going to show his legs first time tonight. Gets across the 40, down inside the 35, and you can move the sticks again for the Ricebirds. What is that, 11 yards, Brent?
Well, I think it's just right at the.
They are backing it up to the 35.
Yeah.
I thought he was across the 35 initially.
We'll give him 10. But that will be enough for
it is going to move the sticks. 1st down and 10 for the Ricebirds. First time we've seen Kane running it tonight, doing a good job over the left side. Back, shotgun formation. Takes a snap, this time rolling to his left. Now looking, now he's going to fire, and it is almost picked off on the far sideline.
Yeah, you know, I thought it was there for a minute. Hickson broke on it there as Price was under heavy pressure, just trying to get rid of it, and then, you know, lucky for Kane that Hickson didn't come up with it.
Yeah, Kane probably the first ill-advised pass I've seen him make in quite some time.
Yeah.
But no harm, no foul on that. It's going to bring up now 2nd down and 10 for the Ricebirds. The ball's in the center of the field, moving from the left to the right with 1:51 to go here in the opening quarter. Stuttgart with a 14-7 lead. 2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left, single back standing to the right. Now, being chased out of the pocket, going to fire, and there's a lot of contact down the road. And here comes some yellow laundry, and that will be a pass interference against the Lonoke Jackrabbits. I don't think there's any question about that.
No doubt about that. That was a Hayden Prine out there. He was going to give a little fake out pattern and then cut it up the field. And when he cut it up the field, the Jackrabbit just grabbed him there because he was going to be beat.
Yeah. Tanner Starks was the Jackrabbit that grabbed him. And this is going to give the Ricebirds really good field position, a little deeper in Rabbit territory here.
It looked like they're just inside the 20.
So 1st down and 10, 1:45 to go. Opening quarter. Birds with a 14-7 lead, looking to add. Handoff, Terry over the right side. Boy, and he's into that pile that includes that big number 61 that we were talking about, and still gets a couple of positive yards, Brent.
He does. Yeah, Hickson that time from the backside kind of got in there and slowed him down as well. But, yeah, that big number 61 in there had the hole plugged up pretty good, and they're only going to give him 1 yard on that one.
All he's got to do is stand there. Let me tell you, that's a big old boy. 2 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. Prine is split wide to the near side. 2 wide outs to the left, QT Johnson, Sparky Clark. The back standing to the right of Price is Jawan Terry, number 0. Now they move him to the left side. Kane calling for the ball, takes quickly, fires out. Oh, and let's see, there was a penalty marker before the snap, a procedure penalty against the Ricebirds. And, Brent, I got to say I didn't see what that was.
No, I didn't either. I didn't see it either. But that's going to back them up 5, so bring up 2nd down and 15 now with 1 minute even left to play here in the first quarter.
Ricebirds 14-7 lead here. Had a 14-0 lead. Lonoke took their last possession, marched it down the field, capped it off with a 51-yard touchdown pass from Dean to Hickson. Cut the Ricebird lead in half. Here come the Birds now. Ball's in the center of the field. Price calls for the ball, takes it, Looks, he fires. He's got his man complete. I believe that's Terry out of the backfield.
It
There's a look like a face mask, and I don't believe we're going to get a call on that. They probably didn't have as good an angle on it as we did. Juwan Terry is going to have maybe a yard, or he's going to lose a yard, I believe, the way they've got it marked.
Yeah, he is. I think they were trying to set up a screen there to Terry, but Lonoke read it very well that time, and it's going to be a loss of 1.
3rd down and 15 for the Rice Birds. The line of scrimmage is the 25 of Lonoke. Price takes a snap, straight back, fires, looks. He's got his man, Juwan Terry, out of the backfield. 30, 25, and he hurdles a man, but he's going to be short of a first down. He's going to be, close to the 20-yard line, I believe.
Yeah, he's going to have about 5 yards, and I believe the Birds are just going to let the clock run out here.
That's it. 3, 2, 1, end of the first quarter. The Stuttgart Rice Birds lead the Lonoke Jackrabbits by a score of 14-7. We'll be back with second quarter action in 1 minute. You're listening to Stuttgart Rice Bird football on Country 97.3 FM. We're part of the EAB Sports Network.
This is Kelsey Jessup, your local all-natural pain management specialist at the KD Shack in Stuttgart. I have my own pain condition and understand what it's like to be in pain and at your wits' end with traditional pain management strategies. So I'm very excited to be offering localized cryotherapy pain treatments as well as red light therapy, all here on the Grand Prairie at the KD Shack in Stuttgart. Our all-natural pain treatments are a non-invasive approach to pain management that can help speed up the healing process and reduce pain, inflammation, and nerve activity, all without the use of medications or scary procedures. Our pain treatments are relaxing and only take minutes to complete, leaving the patient with benefits that far exceed what traditional icing and rest can provide. We're currently offering what we call our Fire and Ice package to clients on the Grand Prairie that includes a 30-minute red light therapy session followed by a localized cryotherapy treatment, all for $90. Give me a call to set up your pain treatment at 870-873-4300 or stop by and see me at the KD Shack at 1816 South Burkle in Stuttgart. Live better, recover faster. We're here to help.
And we're here to bring you Stuttgart Rice Bird football powered by Petrus with 2 locations in Stuttgart, Chevrolet and GMC on 19th and Main Street. And out across from Max Prairie Wings is Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. And don't forget, both locations sell tires and can handle alignments. So if you have that need for your car, regardless of the year, make, or model, you need to see one of the Petrus locations. Petrus Auto Group, they got your transportation needs on the Grand Prairie covered. Well, Brent, with starting the second quarter here, the Rice Birds let the clock run out. The line of scrimmage is the Lonoke 21-yard line, and a little bit of breeze to their back.
Yeah.
Is this possibly where maybe he might consider a McKelvey field goal?
Well, I think it's well within his range, but I wouldn't be shocked if he went for it either. With the wind at his back, we saw so many short passes in the first quarter. I think they were just waiting on the wind to kind of maybe take some shots downfield. But,
great point.
But he's taking a long time over there. Yep, he's going to kick it. I believe, he's going to kick it.
Dawson's not quite as identifiable in the pack because he's got white shoes on this year.
Yeah.
I have to speak with his parents about that. We got to get that boy some bright shoes. All right, here we go. This is going to be a 37-yard attempt. Snap, hold, kick. It's on its way, and it is no good. It's wide to the right. I believe it had the distance, though, Brent.
Yeah, it did.
But it's a little bit wide right, and so the Rice Birds drive stalls out, and the Lonoke Jackrabbits will take over as we start the second quarter of action, 11:56 to go. Lonoke now looking to see if they can't get back and tie this thing up. Rice Birds lead 14-7.
Yeah, the distance was there, I believe, that time. But as you said, just off to the right a little bit, and let's see what this Rice Bird defense can do now. Let's see if they can come up with the stop. They got a turnover on the first possession, but gave up a touchdown on the last one.
Here come the Rabbits with 3 wide outs to the right, which is the wide side of the field. Quarterback calls for the ball, takes hands off, and there's a penalty marker now before the snap. It's going to be offsides against Stuttgart.
Somebody must have lined up in the
Well, he's pointing. He's pointing at Landon Bryant here on the near sideline, and Landon puts his arms out like, what are you talking about? But the official was right there in front of him, and he called him offside. Most of the time, you'll have an official will tell the player, back up just a little. Not the case. Free 5 yards for the Lonoke Jackrabbits. First down and 5. High snap to the quarterback, but he gets it down, hands it off. Running room for the running back out of the backfield. Boy, he is dancing his way across the 35-40 out to the 42, 43-yard line. Nice gain there on first down and 5.
It's going to be about 18 yards for Eason.
Little jawing going on there at the end of that play as well. And a good gain for Eason, DeMarson Eason, for the Lonoke Jackrabbits, right in front of Brent and I's broadcast position. Here come the Rabbits. 3 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Once again, it's going to hand off. Ricebird's chasing backwards, but he turns the corner, gets the corner on the near sideline. He's hammered down, and one of the Ricebirds took a pretty good lick on his hand, or his lower arm. Let's see. Landon Bryant on the stop along with Tay Clark. I believe that's Tay. That's
yes, it is. Yeah, number 8. And it's going to be a gain of about 8. As Eason just beat everybody to the corner that time and turned it upfield.
Running back used his speed to really turn that corner, because I think the Ricebird defensive line had some pretty good penetration. Sends a man in motion out of the backfield. Going to fake to him. Going to air it out long on the far sideline. Ricebirds are there, and the ball is overthrown, incomplete. Intended receiver, I believe, was number 12, Trey Jackson.
Yes.
For the Jackrabbits, defending out there for the Ricebirds.
I believe that's Conway. Yeah, it's Conway,
yeah,
number
Kevon
2.
Conway.
Yeah, pretty good coverage that time by Conway, but the ball just kind of sailed out of bounds just over the Jackrabbits' head. So it's going to bring up 3rd and short now for Lonoke.
3rd and about 2. Ball just by its length inside Ricebird territory. We'll call it the 49.5-yard line. Here come the Rabbits, dressed out in purple with white helmets and numbers, and there's a penalty marker before the snap. And once again, they're going to call offsides against the Ricebirds. Same thing, same play, Landon Bryant.
Well, I think he might be signaling number 1 that time. The referee was holding up one finger, so I assume that's who he's, and that's going to be McKinney on the far side.
All right, well, that'll be another first down by penalty for the Jackrabbits. And that moves the ball to the Stuttgart 44-yard line. 10:46 to go in the first half. Stuttgart with a 14-7 lead. Lonoke with the ball, driving into Ricebird territory. 2 wide outs on each side. Single back standing to the left of the quarterback, and the Ricebirds jump off sides. A little hard count there. And look at the quarterback. He is really fired up, boy. He said, "Look what I did."
Yep, the old hard count. Stuttgart uses that pretty well usually, but boy, they got fooled on that time, and that's going to give them another free 5. So 15 free yards on this drive for the Jackrabbits so far.
Number 9, Dylan Dean. He's a move in from Cabot at quarterback. 2 wide outs to each side. Single back in the backfield. That's number 4, DeMarson Eason, standing to the right of Dean. Going to take hand to him as he tries to get the corner on the left side. Now he cuts back up into the line. Boy, what a good hard run as he catches a little seam in there, gets the ball inside the Ricebird 35 down to about the 32-yard line, and that's going to be enough to move the sticks for the Jackrabbits. 10:40 to go here in the first half. Lonoke driving.
7 yards on that run by Eason. He didn't have anything outside, but, boy, he found just a small crease on the inside and cut it up in there for the first down.
Rabbits break the huddle. Dean at quarterback. Little pistol formation with the back behind him. Takes the snap, fakes, fires across the middle. Once again, a man wide open in the center, and that on the reception is number 12, Trey Jackson. And a nice pass, a nice catch, and a good run after the catch is going to move the ball inside the Ricebird red zone. It's going to be good for a first down and 10 at the Ricebird 15-yard line.
17 yards that time on the completion to Jackson. And, boy, Lynn, you said it, he was wide open out there across the middle.
Second time we've seen that same play, and it has been successful both times. Here we go again, Lonoke to the line. Wide outs on each side. Quickly fires out to the flats on the near side and catches a one block, but he doesn't make a good enough block, and the Ricebirds push down the receiver. Number 3, I believe, was Starks.
Yes, yeah, that was Starks. He's going to have a gain of 4.
And it's going to bring up now. Let's see.
Second down and about
6 and a half.
Yeah.
Line of scrimmage is the Stuttgart 12-yard line. Ball's on the near hash mark. Rabbits moving from the left to the right on your radio dial, from the north to the south. Handoff into the middle. And a little bit of a seam, but Ricebirds bring him down.
And he's going to have about 2 maybe on the play. That's Eason.
Braylon Tolliver, number 24, in there. One of the Ricebirds in on the stop.
6 carries for 36 yards for Easton. Now 3rd down and 5 for Lonoke.
Ball just outside the Ricebird 10-yard line. 8:54 to go. Clock moving here. First half. Stuttgart with a 14-7 lead. Lonoke knocking on the door. Going to try to tie this thing up. Quarterback now going to start out behind center. He takes, hands off to the fullback, and the fullback's got a little bit of running room across the 10 down to about the 7-yard line, but he's going to be short of a first down. Got a 4th down and about 3 coming up here now, I believe, Brent.
Yep, 4th down. Yeah, 4th
see
down
where they set
3.
it down.
Like that was number 30 on the carry.
And Ricebird defense would love to dig in right here and get a stop after they were stopped on their last drive. Missed field goal attempt. Lonoke breaks the huddle. 8:05 to go, first half.
And you got to watch that hard count. Do not jump off sides.
There it is, hard count. Ricebirds flinch, but no movement. Now they all look to the sideline. Say, Coach, what do we do now? Pistol formation for the quarterback, Dean. Again, hard count. Takes, hands off into the line, and, boy, good hard run, but I don't believe he got there. Let's see where they mark it.
I think he's just, well, it's going to be close.
Let's see where they mark it.
It's going to be close.
I tell you what, he got stood up right at the 5-yard line. I think he had to get across. Let's see. It's being spotted by a foot.
Yeah, they might have to measure that one. I think they're going to measure.
They are. Timeout for a measurement. And this is a big measurement in this ball game.
Absolutely.
Stuttgart Ricebirds lead the Lonoke Jackrabbits 14-7 here with 7:37 to go in the first half. Ricebirds got off to a hot start. Marched it right down the field, 85 yards, and scored on their opening possession, and got a turnover on Lonoke's first possession. Short field. And let's see as they stretch that chain out. Maybe we can get a couple extra links in it. And it is a first down, Lonoke. So it was close.
It was. Very, very close.
And I can tell you another thing, too. This field is striped off by hand. And we've got the angle on some of those stripes.
Oh, yeah.
What might be a first down on the sideline may not be in the middle or vice versa.
You're right.
All right, first down and goal to go here for the Lonoke Jackrabbits from the Stuttgart 5-yard line. They're going to send wide outs on each side. Dean, the quarterback, is going to be in pistol formation with a back behind him. Official calls to start the clock. Now he says stop it.
Yeah, Coach Price takes a timeout.
Timeout, Stuttgart. Let's take a quick 30-second timeout with him. You're listening to Stuttgart Ricebird Football on Country 97.3 FM. We're part of the EAB Sports Network.
From your first paycheck to your first home, starting your own business, or celebrating your retirement, we're here for all of life's important moments. At Simmons Bank, our modern banking solutions make managing your finances effortless and efficient, so you can focus on what matters most. Simmons Bank, proud supporter of the moments that matter. SimmonsBank.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender, all accounts subject to approval.
And we welcome you back to Stuttgart Ricebird Football, powered by Petrus in Stuttgart with their 2 locations. They're here to serve you. Petrus, they got your transportation needs on the Grand Prairie covered. And the Stuttgart Ricebird defense needs to get this Lonoke offense covered here as they are looking at first down, goal to go from the Stuttgart 5-yard line after that measurement on that 4th down play. Here come the Rabbits to the line coming out of the Ricebird timeout. 7:35 to go, first half. Ricebirds with a 14-7 lead. Tailback is number 5, Ryder Engel. Quarterback is Dean, Dylan Dean, number 9. He calls for the ball, takes a snap, hands off over the right side, and a good little run for maybe about 3 yards, 2.5 to 3 yards.
Yeah, it looked like they're going to mark it at about the 3. Well, no, yeah, 2.5, as you said, yeah.
Got about half of what they needed, Brent.
He did. A good hard run by Engel.
Rabbits huddled up in their purple uniforms with white trims, white helmets. Ricebirds in their travel white jerseys with maroon pants, for those of you that are listening on Country 97.3 FM. Certainly welcome those watching us tonight as well on the EAB Sports Network. Handoff into the line and into the end zone. Touchdown for the Lonoke Jackrabbits, and they're a point after away from tying this one up.
Number 30, DeMar Easton, takes it over the right side. And that offensive line for Lonoke opened up a hole big enough for Easton to get through there. He's a big back, and he made his way into the end zone. And Williams is now on to attempt a game-tying PAT. We're at 6:51 here in the second quarter, and Lonoke is 1 point away from tying this ball game.
Snap, hold, kick, good, and we're tied up. The Lonoke Jackrabbits have fought from 14 to nothing behind to tie this one at 14 apiece. You're listening to Stuttgart Ricebird football on Country 97.3 FM. We're back with more Ricebird football in 30 seconds.
Bathing, cooking, cleaning, getting dressed. Did you know that 70% of Americans aged 65 and over can expect to need assistance with at least 2 of these activities in their lifetime? Whether you remain in your home or are admitted to an assisted living facility or a nursing home, the need for assistance is costly. Long-term care insurance helps to cover these costs. Give Holly or Keith at Connection Insurance a call at 870-673-9249 to learn more about how long-term care insurance can help protect your assets and give you peace of mind today.
And we welcome you back to Stuttgart Ricebird football. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman, and we're glad to bring you the opening game of the 2024 season for the Stuttgart Ricebirds. And boy, we got a good one here as well as the Stuttgart Ricebirds and the Lonoke Jackrabbits. You know what? You can call this one a slobber knocker, because I'm telling you, the Ricebirds came out on fire, but the Lonoke Jackrabbits put that fire out and built one of their own. So
sure did.
Kickoff, it's going to be short. It's going to be fielded, hopefully, by the Ricebirds as the ball's still on the ground. Now it's finally covered up.
Conway got it.
Kevon Conway comes up and recovers it and saves disaster for the Ricebirds. Now the Ricebird offense, Brent's got to find a way to get something going.
Yeah, they do. You know, with the wind at their back now, you know, they might have a chance to take some shots downfield. We didn't see them do that but the one time in the first quarter when they got the long touchdown pass. So look to that here maybe from Price to Sparky.
Ricebirds break the huddle on the side and come to the line of scrimmage. Price, quarterback, single back standing to his left. Juwan Terry takes a snap, back to pass, looking, going to air it out long across the middle. He's got Sparky's there, completed to 25, 20-yard line down to the 16. Sparky Clark hauls it in good coverage. Graham Stewart, number 15, was right there for the Lonoke Jackrabbits. But, oh, my goodness, what a perfect pass and catch from Price to Clark.
Yeah, Sparky only had about one step on the Jackrabbit defender there, but Price laid it right on the money.
Inside the red zone in one play. Here come the Ricebirds. Ball's on the near hash mark. Everybody's in tight. Little power package on the right. Going to flip it back, Juwan. Sidesteps one defender. Sidesteps another using his blockers. Breaks free. Still on his feet. He's going to take it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ricebirds. 16-yard gallop, and I'm telling you what, he was potentially tackled about 5 times, and he broke every one of them.
Well, he sure was. There were a couple Jackrabbits in the backfield at that time, and Clark sidestepped them, broke a couple more tackles at the line of scrimmage, and then used his speed and made his way into the end zone. Fantastic, hard run by Juwan Terry, and he puts the Ricebirds back on top here. Dawson McKelvey on for the PAT.
Good snap, good hold, kick is up, and watch out for those cars parked at those houses. Dawson McKelvey sails it towards them, and the Ricebirds regain the lead. They lead 21-14 over the Lonoke Jackrabbits. We're back with more exciting Stuttgart Ricebird football in 30 seconds.
Did you know that since 1907, Lane has been providing water services to cities, industries, and farmers, not just in the Grand Prairie area, but all across the state. Lane provides pump sales and installation, constructs and designs water wells, and installs underground pipes. Lane also has an in-house machine shop, which is prepared to service and repair all brands and sizes of pumps, gear drives, and motors, along with the complete parts department open to the public. For all your water needs, contact Lane first at 2015 South Main in Stuttgart, or call 870-673-1591.
And we welcome you back to Stuttgart Ricebird football, powered by Petrus Auto Group in Stuttgart. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman. And Brent, the Ricebirds strike back, and you made an excellent point before that drive. The Ricebirds now, with the wind at their back, might air that thing out long, and they did.
They sure did. Yeah, they wasted no time there. A two-play touchdown drive.
McKelvey, good end-over-end kick. It's going to be fielded inside the 10-yard line, back across the 15, 20, 25, 30, and watch out. Ooh. He's out to the 40-yard line and across 41-yard line, and looked like a man or two from breaking that one all the way. On the return was number 19, Landon Smith, for the Lonoke Jackrabbits. A good starting field position here on this drive coming up for the Rabbits.
Absolutely, and that was number 23, Tristan Robinson, with the touchdown-saving grab there. He just grabbed his arm and slowed him down enough for a couple more Ricebirds to get there at the 41, or he would have taken that to the house.
Now, the only bad thing to me, Brent, is about a quick drive like that is now your defense is right back out there again.
You're right.
You know, and them catching a breath, kind of tough to do on those two-play drives. Here come the Jackrabbits. Pistol formation, sends a man in motion from the left to the right. Going to hand to the tailback. Into the line. Running room and a hard run right up the middle. And I believe that was number 19 on the carry then. Landon Smith, is that right?
I think that's
18.
18. Yeah.
18,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Marquez Jackson Jr., he's going to have 7. 8. They're going to give
8.
Going to give him 8. They keep moving the sticks there.
Moves the ball. It is touching the 50-yard line. Squarely in the center of the field, both north and south and east and west. 5:49 to go here in the first half. Stuttgart with a 21-14 lead over the Lonoke Jackrabbits. Here come the Rabbits to the line. Wideouts on each side. Sends a man in motion from the left to the right. Going to fake to him. Straight back to pass. Going to air it out long. Got a man, and the Ricebirds right there. Almost had a pick, but what a great play defensively by number 13, Cordero Berry.
Boy, Lynn, you said it. What a great play there. You know, he looked like he was beat almost there, but boy, he recovered quickly and made a nice one-arm attempt to catch the ball and almost came away with the pick, but boy, knocked it down anyway. Just a fantastic job by Berry.
And you can tell just about every time Coach Brenberry, when he gets into a third and real short, he's going to air it out long, and that's the time to do that.
Absolutely.
Quarterback calling for the ball. Takes, hands off, right up the middle. First down, still on his feet, down inside the 45, inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
That was Jackson Jr. again. Marquez Jackson Jr. He's going to have about 10 there.
Tanner Starks doing some blocking ahead of him there for the Rabbits. They break the huddle in Ricebird territory. 5:18 to go. Clock moving first half. Ricebirds with a 21-14 lead. 2 wideouts to each side. A single back. Standing to the left of the quarterback, Dean. And they're conversing there in the backfield. Now he's going to move over to the right side. That's Marquez Johnson Jr. Calling for the ball. Takes hands off to Jackson. Jackson starts left and then cuts back right. Cuts right back into the arms, the waiting arms of number 44 for the Ricebirds, Tamarian Burks.
And Burks now playing left end there, and he had his man beat and made a nice tackle there. Gain of about 3. That offensive line is doing a pretty good job, though, for Lonoke tonight so far.
Ball's toward the near hash mark. 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. 3 wideouts to the left, which is the wide side of the field. Calls for the ball. Takes, hands off. Ricebirds chasing backwards, but he gets around them and turns it upfield for some positive yards.
Burks almost had him in the backfield that time, but Jackson just got around him. That's going to be a gain of about 5. Big up third down and 3.
That elusiveness reminds me a lot of Cedric Hawkins, Brent, the way, because he runs back and you think, oh, boy, you're going the wrong way. But, man, he uses his speed to turn that corner and get some positive yardage, just like old Seahawk used to do. 3:53 to go, first half. Lonoke on the move at the Ricebird 32-yard line. 3rd down and 3, and timeout on the field.
Timeout Lonoke.
Timeout Lonoke. Let's take a quick 30-second timeout with him. You're listening to Stuttgart Ricebird football on Country 97.3 FM. We're part of the EAB Sports Network.
Arkansans have trusted the expert surgical teams at Baptist Health for more than a century. And through the years, we've excelled at surgery that puts the patient first. Heart surgery, orthopedic surgery, neurosurgery, breast cancer surgery, and any surgical challenge you face. At Baptist Health, we put all our effort into perfecting one very particular type of surgery, yours. Learn more at baptist-health.com. Baptist Health, for you, for life.
Welcome back to Stuttgart Ricebird football. Baptist Health, of course, perfected surgery for me as well. Appreciate them as a sponsor of Ricebird football here tonight. Lonoke with the ball, 3rd down and 3 from the Ricebird 32-yard line. 3:45 to go here in the first half. Ricebirds with a 21-14 lead. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman. The Rabbits are going to send 3 wide outs to the right, which is the wide side of the field, 1 wide out to the left. Quarterback's in pistol formation with a back lined up behind him. Little hard count, takes hands off to that back over the right side. He started right and cut back into the left, and I believe he's going to have enough for a first down. It's going to be close, but let's see.
Yeah, he's got it. He's got 4. He needed 3.
Braylon Tolliver on the stop for the Ricebirds.
They moved it back a little bit, but I still think it's enough for the first down. There, yeah. They still haven't signaled that. Yep, there we go.
He is. Yeah,
finally.
there we go.
Yeah, finally.
Well, we got to let the chain gang catch their breath, I guess.
Yeah.
3:40 to go here in the first half. Lonoke trying to march down the field and tie this thing back up. Sends a man in motion out of the backfield, going to fire it deep across the field. It's going to be picked off by the Ricebirds. Back at the 20, 25, over the right side, running room. Out to the 30, 35, and down to Ricebird. Stop the Lonoke drive with a pick.
Cordero Berry that time just stepped right in front of the receiver as Dean faked the screen pass in the flat, turned and was going to throw it right down the seam. And, boy, Berry was right there, picked it off. And, boy, I thought for a minute he might take it to the house. But, boy, he just got tripped up. But what a big play there by the Ricebird defense, stopping that drive there with 3:30 left and plenty of time for this offense now.
Absolutely. Ricebirds with a little bit of breeze, although I will say the breeze has pretty well died down here. And we were very lucky so far anyway, Brent. We've dodged any rain.
Right. Knock on wood
knock
here.
on wood. And there's plenty of it where we are here. Kane Price, quarterback, back standing to his right. Takes a snap, straight back, getting some pressure. Now being chased out of the pocket, rolling to his left, looking. Now he's just going to tuck the ball and take what he can get. He's going to be brought down for a gain of 1. He ran about 25 yards, but he did the right thing. He didn't try to force something that might not work and ends up with a positive yard. And 2nd down 9 coming up with the clock moving. 3 minutes, 10 seconds to go here in the first half. Ricebirds with a 21-14 lead over the Lonoke Jackrabbits in this opening game of the 2024 high school football season. Ricebirds, again, with that little power bunch package on the right side. Takes, hands off, Clark. Clark going around the corner on the right side. Turns it up, gets across the 40, out to the 45-yard line, I believe. Maybe just a little short. Let's see where they set it down. Hickson on the stop for Lonoke. He's going to be about, he's a full yard short of the 45, down at the 44. So it's going to bring up 3rd down, almost 5 now for the Ricebirds.
Big 3rd down here for the Ricebirds.
Absolutely.
2:25 left. You want to keep this drive alive.
Clock is moving here in the first half. Ricebirds with a 21-14 lead. Price takes a snap. Couple steps back, fires, and a nice play defensively by number 7, Jonathan Hickson. Jumped up, got his hands on it, because that one could have been big yards for QT Johnson.
Yeah, get Johnson on the slant that time. He was open, but boy, Hickson just got up there and knocked it down. He read that route, and a nice play on defense. It's going to set up our first punt of the night.
Hayden Prine in to punt for the Ricebirds with 2:13 to go here in the first half. Hayden is going to be standing back at his 32-yard line awaiting a snap.
Two Jackrabbits back deep.
Mm-hmm. And snaps have been a little bit of an adventure And Lonoke's going to call timeout. So let's take another quick 30-second timeout with him. You're listening to Stuttgart Ricebird Football on Country 97.3 FM, part of the EAB Sports Network.
Tohatsu Outboard offers 4-stroke motors from 2.5 to 250 horsepower, and all with a 5-year warranty. Built with their one-of-a-kind direct injection technology, Tohatsu has revolutionized environmental performance, uncompromising their pursuit of durable and lightweight outboard motors. And with interest rates as low as 4.99% financing, now is the time to get a new Tohatsu motor from Max Prairie Wings in Stuttgart. Call Max Prairie Wings in Stuttgart or click on maxbw.com. Great service and competitive prices. Max Prairie Wings in Stuttgart. The hunt begins here.
And we welcome you back to Lonoke, where the Stuttgart Ricebirds lead the Lonoke Jackrabbits 21-14, coming out of a Lonoke timeout. And I think that timeout was for Lonoke's coach to get out and fuss at one of the officials. I mean, he's all the way out in the center of the field, past the center of the field, giving one of the officials what for about a play call earlier. To no avail. It is 4th down now and 5 for the Ricebirds. Hayden Prine on to punt. Good snap, puts his foot into it. Boy, what a dandy, too. It's going to be fielded at about the 19, coming to the near side of the field, looking for the corner, 30, 35. And he's going to take this one to the house. Now the penalty comes down.
Yeah, it's coming back.
Yeah, it is.
Without a doubt, it's coming back because the Jackrabbit blocker here just literally tackled the Ricebird.
Yeah, on the corner, and it made a difference.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Absolutely.
It made a difference on the play, and that was right in front of Brent and I's broadcast position. So he had thrown at 35, and I tell you, these fans can do all the booing they want, but
he had his hands on the inside of his jersey, and then he just took him down and landed right on top of him. There was no doubt about that one. Yep.
And Lonoke coach is not happy about it at all, and that's his job to not be happy about that. But at the same time, that's a good coaching opportunity for him as well.
To his credit, I think the referee did take just a little bit to throw the flag.
Yes,
he did throw it late.
He did, exactly.
But it was definitely warranted, though.
So it's a holding call. It's going to be marked off from the 35-yard line. Should put it back to 25. And that's where Lonoke will have it with just under 2 minutes to go here in the first half.
1:59 left, and since the Lonoke coach took that timeout before the last play, they only have one left now.
And you can still hear a lot of jawing in the stands here on the near side, but, of course, those of you that are watching on the EAB Sports Network YouTube channel, you had a great view of that because that is right in front of our broadcast position.
Yep.
Chris Armstrong, Andrew Skinner bringing you those great pictures on our live stream here tonight. Here comes Lonoke to the line, 2 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right, single back standing to the right of the quarterback, Dean. Now apparently they're missing a man, so he trots onto the field. That's number 12, Trey Jackson. Bad snap, and he's going to just go back and jump on it at the 12-yard line. And the Ricebirds with 2 timeouts might want to think about that.
Yep.
The clock continues to run.
Lynn, and I believe Coach Benberg just got himself a flag there. Ooh, and I saw a flash of lightning off to the north there, but I believe that was either Coach Benberg or one of the other coaches.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, but it was a
they can calm down and start coaching because they don't have a leg to stand on.
No, they don't. But the bad snap, Lynn, is going to push Lonoke back.
Back to the their own 14-yard line. Now the Ricebirds can't rest on this.
No.
Clock's moving now, minute 40. Wide outs to each side, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Going to hand off to the back of the backfield, and boy, there is a hole there. You could drive a GMC truck through. Oh man, hit hard, and now there comes a late flag in on that.
Yep, and it should have been.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a late push there. It wasn't a hard hit, but it was a push out of bounds.
And when you do that into the opposition's bench, it's going to be.
You're going to get it.
Yeah, you're going to get that every time.
No
doubt. And again, those of you watching on our EAB Sports Network Stuttgart Ricebird YouTube channel got a good view of that. And just like that, Lonoke is out at their own 45-yard line with 1.5 minutes to go in the first half. They only have 1 timeout remaining. Ricebird defense, though, needs to dig in because Lonoke can score in a hurry.
I saw another little flash of lightning off to the north, but I believe that the rain is moving that way.
Exactly.
So it should be
Brent.
past us.
Yeah, exactly. I do think it's going away from us as well.
And we're just about to halftime also.
Sure. All right, Ricebird defense needs to dig in. 2 wide outs on each side. Quarterback calls for the ball. Straight back to pass. Looking. Now he's going to tuck it. And he fires across the middle. Got a man. Nice reception. Does a good job. Ball's on the ground. Ricebirds have it.
They do.
Ricebirds recover. And that'll stop the Lonoke drive with 1:22 to go. And the Ricebirds can think about offense.
Absolutely. That was a gain of about 13. I believe that was number 12 on the reception there. But, boy, he got hit by 2 or 3 Ricebirds and just coughed up the football.
And so the Ricebirds will take over after the turnover, which is the 3rd one they've gotten tonight at the 40-yard line. One of your keys to Ricebird victory was no turnovers tonight, Brent.
That's right. Or to win the turnover battle.
To win the turnover
battle.
Least. Yes, exactly. And that's where the Ricebirds are, at least right now, with just over a half yet to play. Here come the Ricebirds to the line. First down and 10 from their own 40-yard line. Price takes it, rolls to his right, looks, fires, got a man on the sideline. Clark does a nice job stepping out of bounds. Move the sticks for the Ricebirds. Or let's see. No, he's not.
He's short. Yeah.
Okay. And again, on that far sideline, I'll make an excuse.
Well, they dropped the chains, too, when he came over there.
That's exactly right.
That's going to be a gain of 7 on first down, though. We'll take that.
And he gets out of bounds, stops the clock, preserves the timeouts. Ricebirds with 2 timeouts remaining. Plus, that's a long ways across over there, Brent.
It is.
Told you got to make some kind of excuse. 2 wide outs to the left, 2 to the right. Single back standing to the left of Price. Looks, fires out in the flats, got his same man again, steps out of bounds. Now that one will move the chains as the ball is into Lonoke territory with 1:12 to go here in the first half. Stuttgart with a 21-14 lead.
Yeah, same exact play for 7 yards. Price to Clark again.
Ricebirds to the line on the far hash mark. Still see a little of that lightning out to our left, to the north. 2 wide outs to each side. Price straight back, looking. Now rolling to his left, still looking. Now fires across the middle. Oh, and it's going to be picked off. Bounced off 2 different players. It bounced off the Ricebirds and bounced right into the arms of number 72, Matthew Boyles Jr., an offensive lineman, 6'3", 288 pounds. He got his pick of his career.
Yeah, that was Horde that time on the reception, and you know he would have had it that time, but boy, he took a hard hit just as the ball got there, and he's being kind of helped off now. And a lucky ricochet for the Jackrabbits.
Yeah, no doubt. Bounced off of 2 people. Bounced off the Ricebird first, then it bounced off another player before, right into the arms of the big lineman. So, how many more possessions are you getting inside of 2 minutes, Brent?
Absolutely, we have traded turnovers here. Inside of 2 minutes, and still 104 left to play.
I know it. Here come the Jackrabbits with 1 timeout to the line, 3 wide outs to the left. Quarterback Dean calls for the ball. Straight back to pass. He looks, he's just going to dump it over, and almost picked off by the Ricebirds.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, he was trying to set up a screen that time, and that was number 62 for the Ricebirds, Carmelo Minner. He made a dive for it, but just couldn't catch it before it got the grass.
Stops the clock with the incompletion. 2nd down and 10 for Lonoke. The clock is at 59 seconds. That play took 5 seconds. A little slow trigger finger on that clock here. 3 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. Here come the purple-clad Jackrabbits. Looks and fires, and has he got his man? Is it complete? Yes, they're going to say it's complete out to the 49-yard line. And they immediately stopped the clock, and now they start it.
Well, it was a first down, so it should have stopped for them to set the chains.
Now the clock is moving, 44, 43, 42. Lonoke's taking their time. Now, timeout. Lonoke going to use their final timeout?
No, I think it might be maybe some kind of equipment, officials timeout, maybe in equipment.
And let's see.
Deal there with somebody. Oh, they're going to measure it.
Oh, okay. I didn't think it was that close, but I
no,
guess
it doesn't look like it is from here, but
okay. Well, we'll take time to measure it then. I want to thank everybody for listening tonight on Country 97.3 FM. We're part of the EAB Sports Network. Lots of games being broadcast around the state tonight under the tutelage of EAB, East Arkansas Broadcasters, and we're proud to be one of them. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman. And there will be college action tomorrow on the EAB Sports Networks as well. Arkansas State and UCA, along with Arkansas Tech, will be playing on the EAB Sports Network. And that is a first down. I didn't think it was close, but not only was it close, it was a first down. And they put some time back on the clock. They put it back to 50 seconds. So that last play took 4 seconds. 3 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Quarterback calls for the ball, takes. He's going to hand off to number 4 right up into the line, and that probably wasn't their best play call of the night.
Not much there at all.
And it's going to take a while. That big number 72 and big number 61 for Lonoke, both in on top of them. They'll have to get a wrecker out there to get those guys off of them. Clock moving, 30 seconds.
Second down and 9.
3 to the left, 1 to the right. Single back. And once again, stoppage of the play. And the Lonoke coach is telling the
the ball was not set on the hash mark, so that's why they're moving it there. But
all right, here we go. Now 24 seconds is what it shows, and he's asking for more time.
He's asking for 12 minutes to be put back on the
that's right.
Out 30. He's back up to 30. Wow.
All right, snap back to the quarterback, straight back to pass, looking. Now he's being chased out of the pocket, and he's running to the near sideline. The Ricebirds do a nice job laying off of him there. Yep. Good job over there by Hayden Prine to not inflict any damage there. 20 seconds to go now.
Be a gain of a couple yards for Dean. Yeah, 20 seconds, 3rd down and 7.
All right. I understand we're having some technical difficulties.
It says connecting, reconnecting.
Straight back to pass, firing across the middle and off the fingertips of the intended receiver with 16 seconds to go. And it's going to bring up 4th down now and 7. Lonoke with 1 timeout remaining.
This is interesting here. Will they punt and take a chance at maybe a bad snap or a Stuttgart return, or will they just take a shot deep here? 16 seconds, 4th down. They are at least lining up to go for it. Got to watch the hard count. And he's going to be short of the first down. The pass to number 4, that's Eason, out of the flat. He's going to gain by about 3, but not enough for the first down. The Ricebirds will take over with 10 seconds and 1 timeout left.
Timeout, Ricebirds.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It says connecting, and then it shuts back off. I'm not sure what's going on. I've got 2 bars on the phone. It just keeps saying reconnecting.
It's spinning.
Cross on the floor brought down by Jonathan Whitson and Colin Gentry. That's halftime with the score. Stuttgart 21, Lonoke 14. At this time, Justin Haycook has been selected to be tonight's field goal try. This is sponsored by Jimmy Sutherland and Red River Ford of Cabot. We would also at this time direct your attention to the northern zone where the Riceburg band is getting ready to take the field.
I've not seen it do this before. It just goes connecting, reconnecting, connecting, reconnecting. All right, I'm gonna leave it.
It does.
Here's your dial tone. You did. That's all right. I was just wanting to check and see if it's okay. Accept.
Stop in to Prairie Implement Company in Stuttgart to find the right Woods rotary cutter for your next job.
I'm just not sure what to do with it from now.
We all have our tradition, from Friday Night Lights to Saturday morning hunt. These are the traditions we pass down to the next generation. And we might have hung up our cleats a long time ago, but come tomorrow morning, we can still put on our camo and hunter orange, because some traditions last a lifetime. Get your hunting license and enjoy a season of memories, both on the field and in the woods. This message is brought to you by the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. Hunt natural.
Producers Rice Mill in Stuttgart is proud to sponsor this broadcast of Riceburg Sports. Producers is here for you year-round, providing the hometown service you desire. Producers supports community activities and is proud to be a part of the Grand Prairie. If you're enjoying this broadcast of Riceburg Sports, let our sponsors know, because without their support, this broadcast would not be possible. Producers Rice Mill in Stuttgart, supporting the community and Riceburg Sports.
As summer fades and cooler weather arrives, is your home ready? Proudly providing services to North and South Arkansas County, Cox Heating and Air delivers reliable heating, air, and electrical services to DeWitt, Gillette, Kitchener, St. Charles, Marble, and the surrounding areas. Whether
Okay,
you need
I
an
hear
HVAC
you.
tune-up or electrical
I hear
repairs, they've got you covered.
the broadcast.
Call today at
Do you hear me?
870-673-1269 to schedule your service. That's 870-6.
I don't know where to connect it from there. Let's see. No, that's not it. Okay. Connecting. No, we're dead. I don't know. We're not connected. I can hear them, but they can't hear us. Yeah. Here's our connection, Andrew. You maybe fresh eyes. This is I go on connecting, and usually it connects right away. And then when I'm done, I hit the see, and it just says it comes back in reconnecting. Whoop, there for a second. Well, we've got 3 bars. Yeah, I've done that, but
Hey, Lynn, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I've got you on the phone call. I called that phone. I can hear you coming through.
Okay, what about Brent? Can you hear Brent too?
Test.
If he's on the headset and it's plugged back in, I should be able to get both of you. But we can try it real quick. Put your headsets on. We'll see.
All right, that's fine. I've got my headset on. Brent, put your headset on and let's try it. And apologize to our listeners as we have had some technical difficulties here in the press box with the audio portion of our broadcast. Stuttgart Riceburg Marching Band is performing here at the halftime along with the cheerleaders. Thank you for your patience with us while we work through this. Okay, I understand that we are back on Country 97.3 FM, just in time to watch the Stuttgart Riceburg Marching Band exit the field. And boy, they put on a great performance tonight under the direction of Miss Shannon Hudgens and Mr. Kevin Sherman. And I want to mention as well, last night at the junior high game, they had a ensemble for the Stuttgart Riceburg Marching Band, came out and performed the national anthem and the alma mater before the junior high game last night. And I had phone issues and could not get the names of those that participated in that last night. And I'm going to try to do that so they can be recognized here tonight while we are back on the air. They were Claire McIntyre, Tatiera Jones, Brooklyn Glover, Deanna Bubarella Hernandez, Reagan Burkle, Euthadius Turner, Melanie Castillo, Christiana Owens, Taylon Hayden, Malik Smith, Jacob Warren, Michael Berry, and Wesley Carter. They were the ensemble that performed the national anthem and the Stuttgart alma mater at last night's junior high game, which, by the way, the Stuttgart Junior Ricebirds beat the Lonoke Junior Jackrabbits by a score of 34-0. It was a great night, and of course capped off by the great performance of the ensemble of the Stuttgart Riceburg Marching Band. Again, apologize, was not able to get their names mentioned out on the loudspeaker last night, but certainly want to give them credit. And if they do that again, of course, we will certainly make sure that they get credit for that as well. We're at halftime. We've got the Ricebirds on top of the Lonoke Jackrabbits, 21-14. Apologize as we missed the last few minutes of the action there. Don't know if the weather has anything to do with what's going on, although I'm getting texts that said it's been pouring down rain in Stuttgart. Ain't been a drop of rain here.
No, we have been lucky so far.
And we thought at 7 o'clock that big cloud coming over would at least sprinkle on us.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the radar here.
We got the radar. The Lord's got it spread out.
Yeah, there's rain all around us, but not here at the field. So we have been lucky so far. We might get some later, though.
Absolutely. Well, wild offensive display of the Ricebirds here in the first half probably has created a whirlwind. You know, that's what they say about NASCAR tracks. It never rains on one when they're racing because
it's like a vortex.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. That's probably the case here. We are watching the Lonoke Jackrabbit Marching Band here at the half, and we are going to take a timeout and to kind of gather our thoughts. When we come back, Brent's going to have our halftime stats for us. We'll have the scoring summary and more. You're listening to the Southern Bancorp halftime show tonight from Lonoke. We're at Jackrabbit Stadium where the Stuttgart Ricebirds lead the Lonoke Jackrabbits 21-14. Here at the half, we're back with more halftime information in 4 minutes.
We're able to bring you Stuttgart Ricebird football every Friday night thanks to our great sponsors like Arkansas Senator Ronald Caldwell. Senator Caldwell is a strong supporter of high school athletics and believes in its power to develop our young men and women. Senator Caldwell proudly serves District 10, which includes Arkansas, Jackson, Cross, St. Francis, Lee, Monroe, Woodruff, Prairie, Poinsett, and Lonoke counties. Senator Ronald Caldwell, proud sponsor of Stuttgart Ricebird football.
Your business is up against a lot of things these days. Inflation costs, workforce issues, federal overreach. The list of things keeping you up at night keeps getting longer. The Arkansas State Chamber Associated Industries of Arkansas is here to help. We are constantly working to improve the business climate and make Arkansas as competitive as possible. The Arkansas State Chamber Associated Industries of Arkansas works tirelessly for your business so you can rest easy. Join us today.
Running a business means finding the right people, and that's where Express Employment Professionals comes in. Whether you need full-time, part-time, or seasonal employees, Express has you covered. From office staff to skilled trades, Express matches the right talent to your needs quickly and efficiently. With offices in Stuttgart, Wynne, Helena, and Pine Bluff, they're ready to support your business no matter the size. And if you're looking for a job, Express is here for you too. For more information or to apply, call 870-672-4568 or visit expresspros.com. Express Employment Professionals, your staffing solution.
Pico Foods says good luck to all the players, coaches, cheerleaders, and marching bands taking the field tonight. Under the lights, it's not about who's in your path, it's about who's in your huddle. And Pico Foods is a proud teammate and supporter of local communities and the state's agricultural producers. Learn more about how Pico Foods buys direct to support local producers. In Arkansas and Missouri, call David Durham or James Chester, 870-202-7101. In Alabama and Mississippi, call Andrew Parker or John Taylor Hickman at 601-670-9383.
Across Arkansas, Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville join you in cheering on our favorite teams. We applaud the extra effort from neighbors like you that make our local schools and activities an integral part of our community. Working as a team to help you reach your goals is a perfect game plan for success. The Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville, finally a bank in your corner. NeedBanking.com, member FDIC.
A lot of cities claim to be unique, but are they really? Were they the off-season playground for legends like Babe Ruth and Al Capone? Do they sell beer made from thermal spring water that comes straight from the ground below? Do any of these places have a street that has a gangster museum on one side of the road and a national park on the other? Let me go ahead and answer that for you. They don't, because none of them are Hot Springs, Arkansas. For more info, visit hotsprings.org.
Hey there, it's Gary Seaman from the Katie Shack at 1816 South Circle in Stuttgart, and I've got something incredible to share with you. Ever heard of Incella? Incella is a non-invasive electromagnetic stimulation of deep pelvic floor muscles, and it's now available right here at the Katie Shack. With Incella, you can say goodbye to those embarrassing moments and take control of your health in a whole new way. No drugs, no pain, and best of all, you stay fully clothed during the treatment. But let's talk results. 95% of Incella clients report a significant reduction in bladder leaks after treatment. And get this, 75% of them no longer need pads in their day-to-day life. Other benefits include improved intimate health and balance. Just one session, only 28 minutes long, is like doing 11,200.
Oh, crap. I hit the wrong
Take the
button.
first step towards a happier, healthier you. Call me, Carrie Seaman, at the Katie Shack, 870-873-4300, and let's schedule your Incella appointment. Trust me, you won't regret it. At the Katie Shack, your well-being is our top priority.
And we welcome you back to the Southern Bancorp halftime show here from Lonoke, Arkansas, where the Stuttgart Ricebirds have traveled to take on the Lonoke Jackrabbits, round one of the high school football season. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman. Glad to have you joining us here. Southern Bancorp, 2 locations. They're located at 620 East 22nd Street in Stuttgart and at 220 West Cross in DeWitt for our friends in the south part of the county. Southern Bancorp, wealth builders for life. Let's take a look at our halftime stats, and with those, here's Brent Whitman.
All right, for the Lonoke Jackrabbits, Marquez Jackson leads the Jackrabbits on the ground, 8 carries for 53 yards. Ryder Engel has 8 carries for 22 yards. Tamar Easton has 2 carries for 4 yards, but one of those carries was a 2-yard touchdown. Dylan Dean passing is 7 for 11 for 118 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Jonathan Hickson leads the receivers, 1 catch for 51 yards, and that was a 51-yard touchdown reception. 83 yards on the ground, 118 through the air, 201 for Lonoke in the first half. For the Ricebirds, Juwan Terry, 7 carries, 55 yards, including a 16-yard touchdown run. Deontay Clark, 1 carry for 6. Kane Price, 2 carries for 11. Through the air, Kane Price, 14 for 18, 133 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Deontay Clark, 7 catches for 96. QT Johnson, 4 for 65 and 2 touchdowns. Juwan Terry, 2 catches for 4 yards, and that is 72 yards on the ground, 133 through the air, 205 total yards for Stuttgart, 201 for Lonoke, Lynn, so it's pretty even, kind of like the scoreboard.
It is. Ricebirds with a 21-14 lead here at the half. How did we get there? Well, the Ricebirds took the opening kick and marched 85 yards. Kane Price to QT Johnson, 41-yard touchdown. McKelvey's PAT quickly gave the Ricebirds a 7-0 lead with 9:08 remaining in the first quarter. Ricebirds get a turnover and a short field to work with. Kane Price hit QT Johnson, this one for a 9-yard touchdown. McKelvey's PAT was good, and with 6:52 to go in the first quarter, Ricebirds cruising 14-0, or so we thought. Then the Ricebirds kick off to Lonoke, and with 4:20 to go in the first quarter, Dylan Dean hit Jonathan Hickson for a 51-yard touchdown, and with the PAT, all of a sudden it was a ball game again as Lonoke had cut the Ricebird lead in half, 14-7. Then they came back and tied it up at 6:51 mark of the second quarter. DeMar Easton goes in from 2 yards out. Caldwell's PAT was good, and we had a new ball game at 14 apiece. But the Ricebirds came marching back with 6:24 to go in the second quarter. Now that's just 17 seconds later, 2-play drive highlighted by a Price to Clark passing catch. Juwan Terry takes it the final 16 yards. McKelvey's PAT puts the Ricebirds up 21-14. And Brent, I lost count of how many times the Ricebirds and the Jackrabbits had possessions in the last 2 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
Or excuse me, the first half.
Yeah, each team there with the turnover in the last 2 minutes. Lonoke with 3 turnovers in the first half. Stuttgart with 1, and that was kind of a bad luck situation there on the ricochet.
It was. But the Ricebirds with a 21-14 lead here at the half. Ricebirds making their way out of the field house, and we think we've got our radio signal patched up a little bit. We certainly hope that that hangs with us here this evening, and I appreciate so much your patience. I understand that the live stream has not really missed a beat, I don't think. I think the sound and all is good on that, but radio, of course, is where we had a little issue, and we apologize to our listeners for that, and apologize for missing describing the Ricebird Marching Band here at the halftime as well. So let's take one more time out. We have still got probably 2 minutes to go before the second half will kick off, so let's take a 2-minute timeout. You're listening to the Southern Bancorp Halftime Show, part of the EAB Sports Network. It's Ricebird football, and we're back in 2 minutes.
Since 1957, Arkansas Capital has been empowering entrepreneurs, helping businesses thrive, watching communities prosper, and making dreams become reality. Arkansas Capital is a beacon of hope for businesses seeking a fresh start or growth capital by providing a variety of financing solutions. But Arkansas Capital isn't just a financing corporation. We're your partners in growth. Put our 145 years of combined experience to work for you. With over $500 million in loans to facilitate projects, Arkansas Capital is dedicated to your success. Learn more at arcapital.com. That's arcapital.com.
It's sizzling outside, but Saracen Casino's August car giveaway is even hotter. With a price tag of more than $114,000, the Lexus LC500 convertible is absolutely smoking. Just visit Saracen, use your free player's card, and play to win Saracen's most expensive vehicle prize to date. Play often for your chance at winning a red-hot Lexus convertible tomorrow night.
Saracen Casino Resort, Vegas, Arkansas style.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
Quarterback, guard, running back, every position has a role in building success. If you want a position where you can build success in your own career, Lexicon is hiring welders, maintenance technicians, millwrights, project managers, and more. Learn while you earn with free on-the-job training through Lexicon University. Competitive pay, comprehensive benefits, an on-site health clinic, annual bonus program, and more. Check out lexicon-inc.com/football and join us as we build America one project at a time.
No appointment? No problem. If you need medical care right away, visit Urgent Care of Stuttgart, where you can walk in without an appointment and get help without a long wait for a wide variety of illnesses and injuries, from stitches and broken bones to allergies and colds. Urgent Care of Stuttgart is conveniently located at 22nd and Park Avenue. Clinic hours are Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. For more, visit Facebook.com/Urgent Care Stuttgart or call 870-672-0911. Urgent Care of Stuttgart at 22nd and Park Avenue. Get sick, get seen today.
And they can take care of you at Urgent Care of Stuttgart. We appreciate them for helping sponsor Ricebird football each and every Friday night. We're at halftime. It's the Southern Bancorp halftime show, and the Stuttgart Ricebirds have made their way out of the locker room, and they're going through their stretching and calisthenics here, as is the Lonoke Jackrabbits. The Lonoke Jackrabbits in the south end and the Stuttgart Ricebirds in the north end. And a couple of times tonight we've noticed some lightning flashes off to the north, but for the most part, looking at the radar, AccuBrent here has got the radar pulled up, and it is all around, but it is so far it's missed it, and the rough-looking weather or the darker colors are all to the north of us, and they seem to be going further that way. So that's good. If we can keep lightning from coming, then that will be a huge plus, because if there's a lightning strike within 10 miles, we have to suspend play for 30 minutes until there's not another lightning strike. So, and the clock resets every time you see one that's within 10 miles. We had a situation last night at the junior high game. It got as close as 19 miles away, but fortunately we got the game over with before it hit. And then, of course, we had some weather in the Stuttgart area last night, some very beneficial rain, very thankful for that, along with some wind that kind of played havoc with some of the limbs and things around town, but I didn't see anything significant there, but very, very thankful for the rain that we had over on the prairie. And I know our mill workers and our farmers and everyone appreciate an opportunity to maybe kind of catch your breath a little bit, Brent. Yep. All right. Both teams are making their way now to the sidelines, and we are moments away here from kicking off the second half of this one. The Stuttgart Ricebirds and the Lonoke Jackrabbits, with the Ricebirds a 21-14 lead here at the half. It's going to be interesting to see what Coach Price does kickoff-wise, Brent, because there's certainly some dangerous returns. One touchdown negated by a penalty, and the penalty made a difference in the play. No question about that. Dawson McKelvey has made his way out to the center of the field, and he's getting it teed up. Back deep for Lonoke, I believe, is number 18, Marquez Jackson Jr., and he's a speedster for sure. And he's got two return men flanking him on either side. So the official says, let's go, and the fans are ready too. And they've got to get the clocks all adjusted here. They got 12 minutes to go for the third quarter. Here we go. Dawson moves up, puts his foot into it, and right on the edge is it. Oh, and it's going to be mishandled over there on the far sideline. Just what the Rice Birds needed for the return man to do, and good coverage for the Rice Birds. I tell you, those hard-to-handle kicks, I think, are the key, and that certainly was the case early in this game in the first half. So. Lonoke will have it first down and 10. Line of scrimmage is going to be their own 21-yard line. They're going to be moving from the left to the right here in the third quarter of action. For those of you that are listening on Country 97.3, Lonoke Jackrabbits dressed in their purple pants and jerseys, white numerals, white helmets. Rice Birds in their white jerseys with maroon helmets and maroon pants. Quick handoff, coming to the near side and stuffed at the line of scrimmage by the Rice Bird defense. Oh, man, what a great job. Kind of led in there by number 13, Cordero Berry. It really was. It lost a 2 on that, Brent, so that's going to move the ball back behind the 20-yard line, back to the 19. So second down 12 coming up for the Jackrabbits. They break the huddle. They come to the line, send 2 on each side, wide outs, one running back to the left of the quarterback. He's going to hand to the running back, coming to the near side, looking for a little seam and gets out across the 25-yard line. So he's going to have, on the play, he's going to have about 6 or 7. It's going to bring up third down and 5, if my math is correct. Maybe 6, third down and 6 coming up. And Lonoke, they huddle before every play, and not a lot of teams you see do that, but they do. They break the huddle, send 2 wide outs to the left, 2 to the right. Ball's on the near hash mark. Far side of the field is to the left of the quarterback. Right back to pass, look, he fires, and he's got a man incomplete and almost picked. The Rice Birds had a shot at it. Kevon Conway, Brent, I thought had a good shot at it, but just couldn't come down with it. And the Rice Birds have forced a punting situation, I think, for the first time tonight for the Jackrabbits.
Kobe Barnett that time with the linebacker blitz really kind of forced Dean's hand there. He kind of had to throw it pretty quick that time, and he just threw it high. Yeah, and almost another interception here. But let's see what their punting game has to offer.
Punter standing back at his own 12-yard line, awaiting a snap. He gets a good snap, puts his foot into it. It's a wobbly kick, and Rice Birds need to watch it. And it's going to take a good Jackrabbit bounce across midfield into Rice Bird territory all the way down to the 42-yard line. Very effective punt for the Jackrabbits, and the Rice Birds will have it first down and 10 with 10:20 to go here in the second half, just underway. Stuttgart with a 21-14 lead over the Lonoke Jackrabbits. Ball's on the near hash mark. Birds moving from the right to the left. 2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Sends Clark in motion, going to hand to him on a little speed sweep. Turning the corner, getting upfield, getting some big yards. Midfield, 45, 40, down to the 36-yard line. Move the change. Sparky Clark gives the Rice Birds a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 for the Rice Birds. 10:05 to go, third quarter. We continue to struggle with technical problems. We apologize for that. That on the Rice Birds on the carry is Quaterion Johnson, number 7, coming to the near sideline. And we've got a Rice Bird down, shaken up on the play. I believe that is number 74, if I'm not mistaken, and that is Dagan Duncan. And Dagan is up on his own power, and it looks like he might be favoring maybe something on the right side. Oh, now he's trotting off. It's certainly a good sign. Certainly hope the best there for Dagan. hope we can get to see him back in action here tonight. Here come the Rice Birds. Ball's on the near hash mark, moving from the right to the left, which is the south to the north. 2 wide outs to the right, single back standing to the right of the quarterback. They show blitz and procedure penalty against the Rice Birds. We have got to continue to have technical issues here. We understand and we know a lot of people are texting and telling us about. We know what's going on. We're just trying our best to get it figured out, and we appreciate you listening. Wide out, going to fire it out. Clark out in the flat, got it complete. He's got a first down. Now there's a penalty marker, and another one comes in, and the play continues on the far sideline. Inside the 20-yard line. Let's sort out the flags and see what we've got.
Yeah, 2 flags coming in that time. Came in from the side and the back. Looked like it's going to be on the Birds. But it should be downfield after the catch.
And, Brent, I hear you again. We are struggling with this, and we apologize to our listeners on the radio. I think we might be okay on our live stream.
Yeah.
We do know that we have an echo, and we're diligently working on that. So I appreciate everyone that has informed us of that. But we're aware of that. We're working on it.
All right. So it was holding on the Rice Birds. You don't move. Oh, well, I guess it was enough for a first down, and then they marked it back.
Yep. So it's going to be first down and 10 for the Rice Birds from the 33-yard line. Quick fire out into the flats, and it is, I can't even tell if it was complete on the far sideline. He dove for it.
Yeah.
Incomplete. I see the official now.
Yeah, it was not. It's hard to tell over there where you got a sea of Rice Bird jerseys.
Yeah, it is.
So it's going to bring up second down 10 now.
And we're kind of low to the stadium, or excuse me, to the field here at this stadium as well. Not very tall stands here in Lonoke. So it kind of skews our proportions a little bit there. Here come the Rice Birds, leading 21-14, 9:17 to go in the third quarter. Price takes a snap, straight back, looking, does a little pump fake, fires it long, and overthrows intended receiver, and I believe that was probably a mix-up on the routes there.
Yeah, it was. He was looking for Clark to cut out and then go up, and Clark just cut off his route. Yeah. So
third down and 10 now, Brent.
Yeah, third down and 10 here, and you probably have 2 downs to get the 10 yards here. I think.
Yeah, outside of field goal range, and the Rice Birds.
You don't want to punt from there.
No, absolutely not. So Rice Birds will try to pick it up. Handoff into the line, dancing around behind the blockers, looking for a little seam, and now the little rugby scrum is going to push across the 30.
Yeah, nice.
And
nice
ends
play.
up what didn't look like was going to be much at all. It's going to end up being what, maybe 4 yards?
Yeah,
Brent?
5 yards, I think, out of that. Yeah, he looked for a hole up into the line and didn't have anything, but then the whole pile just kept moving and moving. He picked up 5 yards.
Fourth down and 4.5 to go for the Rice Birds. Big fourth down here. 8:47 to go, third quarter. Now Kane Price stands up, looks to the sideline. He's going to move his ball carrier, Juwan Terry, from the right to the left. Straight back to pass. Look, fires. He's got his man. He's got a first down.
I think that's Hayden Prine on the far side. Just a quick little slant pattern there, and that's going to pick up about 8 yards and a first down.
I think Hayden's our new clutch player this year. Because
I believe you're exactly right.
Ross Atkinson for the last couple of years, but I tell you what, when you need a play, you go to Hayden Prine.
Yeah, good hands over there.
Yes, he's going to make it happen, and he did that. He made sure he got that catch. He made sure he was in the position for a first down, and the Birds moved the sticks. Price now, he's going to fake a pitch and keep it himself, and he gets hammered.
He did. He kind of got rolled up on late.
He did. Gets the ball down to the 11-yard line of Lonoke. 8:09 to go here in the third quarter. Rice Birds with a 21-14 lead. Love to add to it here.
I know that Kane's got some pretty good wheels, but I don't know if I like.
Yeah,
I like him running that option very much.
That was one thing that Coach Price had said in a couple of his talks I heard earlier in the year, that he was going to use him more running. Hand off Juwan Terry. Juwan just picking a little way through the line until he gets down, and now we got a penalty marker coming in at the end of it.
Yeah.
And this might, I don't know if this is going to be a face mask, possibly. Let's see.
Oh, that would be nice.
I can't tell for sure, but the way it was thrown right at the end of the pile, I can't imagine it would be a hold on the Ricebirds.
Yeah. I think he might have signaled face mask.
Let's just see. Ricebirds hustling to the line, and
I think they would have had the first down on
Lonoke's bringing a heavy package in.
Yeah, face mask on Lonoke. So that's going to move it all the way down to the 4-yard line.
I believe it's going to be inside of that, Brent. Or is it? Looks like more like it's on the 2 or 3 to me. Maybe I'm looking at that wrong. Kane's going to keep it. Roll to his left. Pump fakes. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ricebirds. Kane Price does it himself.
There you go, Kane Price. We'll give him 4 yards on that one. Kane Price takes it around the left end, picked up a couple blocks, and then just outran the Jackrabbits to the corner. And Kane has his first rushing touchdown of the year, his 3rd touchdown overall on the night. The Ricebirds take a 27-14 lead. McKelvey on for the PAT.
Big PAT here as well.
And the wind has pretty much died down.
Yeah, it has.
Tonight.
And that's a good thing.
Yeah.
No, there is a problem with the snap, and it's not going to make it back to the holder, and the PAT is no good, and we hope that doesn't come back to haunt the Ricebirds, but they have a 27-14 lead over the Lonoke Jackrabbits. 7:31 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Back with more Stuttgart Ricebird football in 30 seconds. And we welcome you back to Lonoke. The Stuttgart Ricebirds lead the Lonoke Jackrabbits 27-14. Ricebirds kickoff is going to be fielded on the far side. Now coming to the near side, Ricebird special teams in trouble as the return man gets past all of the Ricebirds, and he's going to take this one to the house. They make a diving attempt, and on the return, number 12 is Trey Jackson, and just like that, Lonoke cuts the Ricebird lead.
Yeah, Lynn, and it was a pretty good kick to the sideline, and it was kind of bobbled on the near side, and then Jackson brought it over to the middle of the field and just outran all of the Ricebirds until he could turn it up. Several Ricebirds were back there, but they just were unable to catch Jackson. And boy, just like that, Lonoke answers.
On to attempt the extra point. The Lonoke Jackrabbits. Ricebirds lead by 7. Lonoke going to try to cut it to 6. Hope that missed extra point on the Ricebirds' last touchdown doesn't come back to haunt them tonight.
Clifford Williams on to attempt the PAT. He with the green, with the lime green.
Lime green, yes. He's a left foot soccer-style kicker. It's interesting, both kickers tonight left-footed. Oh, and he missed that one. He missed it to the left. That was a big miss in this ball game as the Ricebird lead remains 7. They lead 27-20. We're back with more Stuttgart Ricebird football in 30 seconds. How long? How long? 75?
Probably so, yeah. No, I think it was longer than that. It's about on the 20, I think. When you picked, yeah, we'll give him 80. Yeah, 80.
Was that Jackson?
That was number 12.
Trey Jackson.
Trey Jackson, yes. See if we can return the favor here.
And we welcome you back to Lonoke, where the Stuttgart Ricebirds lead the Lonoke Jackrabbits 27-20. Ricebirds score and then turn right around, kick it off to Lonoke. And for the second time tonight, they take this one to the house. Now, the first one they got called back on a penalty, but this one counted, and the Ricebirds see their lead dwindle to 7. They missed their extra point as well. Here's the kickoff. Ricebirds now. Let's see if maybe they can return the favor, as Brent said. From the 15, back across 20, 25, 30. Got a little room up the middle, and he's going to be out to midfield. What a nice return for the Ricebirds.
It was QT Johnson on the return. You know, it's always nice when you can catch one in the air,
yes,
you know, and don't have
it
bounce around on the ground. And QT made a nice catch and ran it right up the middle, made it all the way out to the 50. So the Birds in fantastic field position.
7:09 to go, third quarter. Stuttgart with a 27-20 lead over the Lonoke Jackrabbits, a former conference foe out of the 2-4A conference. Lonoke is still in the 2-4A conference, but the Ricebirds are going south this year as they have joined the 8-4A conference, not necessarily by their choice, but that is where they have been assigned, and that's what it looks like for this year. So we kept Lonoke as a non-conference opponent. Handoff into the line, and a nice little gain in there for about 3 yards.
There's Kevon Conway, number 20, his first carry of the night.
Or Chance
Clark. You're right, Chance Clark. Yeah, Chance Clark. Number 2 and number 20, and they're both short.
Yeah, they are, and they both can run.
They're both very fast.
They are very fast. You're exactly right. Birds to the line now on 2nd down and 7 from the Lonoke 47-yard line. Ooh, a high snap, but he brings it down, hands it off, and following the blockers, and not much there that time for Chance. Love to see him get a little space around the outside, but boy, I tell you, he just running right in there in the trees, and there just wasn't a whole lot of room.
Yeah, that's all he needs.
He doesn't need a lot of room, but he just couldn't find anything.
No, if he can make it to that second level, he can maybe turn on the afterburners, but he couldn't make it there that time. So
we're going to say no gain on that. Still going to be 3rd down and a long 7, short 8 coming up now for the Ricebirds. Big play here in this game. Ricebirds want to seize back the momentum. Price rolls to his right. Now touch it back to his left. Touch it down. He's got a first down. He comes along the near sideline, out of bounds at the 30-yard line. They're going to say 31, and he moves the chains for the Ricebirds, keep the drive alive with his feet.
Boy, he sure does. A fantastic job that time. Showed some speed around the corner there. Outran several Jackrabbits and turned it upfield, and a big gainer on 3rd and 8.
Ball's on the near hash mark. Birds moving from the right to the left on your radio dial. Dressed in their road white jerseys with maroon numbers, maroon pants, maroon helmets, and Jackrabbits in all purple with white helmets and numbers. Handoff into the line. Little stutter step. And Juwan trying to find a little seam, trying to break out of a tackle. Gets all the way down to the 25-yard line. And he is down at that point. A nice gain on 1st down. It's going to bring up now 2nd down and what about long 3,
yes.
Brent?
Yep, long 3.
Ball's inside the 25-yard line of the Jackrabbits. 5:25 to go. Clock moving 3rd quarter. Haven't seen any lightning out to the north in a while. That's a good sign.
Yeah, absolutely.
2 wide outs to the right. Slot on the right as well. Kane changing up a little bit. Now he sends a man in motion. He's going to quickly fire out in the flat. Sparky Clark's got it complete. He's got a 1st down. Turns it upfield, and he gets the Ricebirds inside the red zone of the Jackrabbits down to the 18-yard line.
And we have a Ricebird down, and it looks like a cramp. I think that's Sparky, isn't it? No. It looked like it is Sparky. It looked like a cramp situation there, just the way he was holding his leg.
You know, and I tell you, that was one thing we talked about in the coaches show, Brent, was hydration for the week, because it's something they work on all week long before a game. When you've got that kind of heat, it's not something you can just start this afternoon. You work on that all week. Handoff into the line, picking his spot, using his blockers inside the 15, down to the 13-yard line.
Jawan Terry, gain of 4 on 1st down.
Following the blocking in there of of Caleb Brewer, number 61 for the Rice Birds.
Carter Wheeler in there on that left side as well.
Second down, about 5.5 for the Rice Birds. Price, shotgun formation, and a whistle before the snap, and a real energetic flag from the referee there.
Yeah. So that's going to back up the Rice Birds.
And instead of 2nd and 5, it's going to be about 2nd and 10.
4:04 left in the third quarter. Rice Birds with a 27-20 lead.
Opening game of the 2024 high school football season for both of these teams. And it's been a good one here tonight as well. Price takes a snap, little pump fake, straight back, fires toward the corner, and he's pushed out of bounds. There comes the flag. The intended receiver was pushed out of bounds.
Yeah, he certainly was.
And the Lonoke coaches are holding their hands up in the Hail Mary formation, I guess you'd call it. And I don't know what they're fussing about because, I mean, that was pretty obvious.
Yeah, that was number 30, Jeremiah Jackson, going on an out route and then turned it up, and yeah, he was just shoved out of bounds.
Official right there and called it on the Jackrabbits, pass interference. And that'll move the ball a little bit deeper into the Rabbit red zone.
It's going to be a first and goal. Looks like just inside the 10-yard line, I believe. Or is it going to be a first and goal?
I think it's inside the 10, but I don't have the best vantage point on that. Again, we're pretty low toward
I think
the field.
I think it's just barely inside the 10.
Price in shotgun formation takes hands off to Terry. Terry looking for some blockers, and there is nothing there. It's all purple right there, and some big old boys in there as well.
Yep. Boy, if the Rice Birds couldn't come through with some kind of misdirection play there, they would walk in because they were swarming to the ball.
3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Stuttgart with a 27-20 lead over Lonoke.
It's going to be a loss of 5 on that play.
And a whistle out there. I'm not sure what it's about.
Officials timeout here.
And we'll let them get that sorted out.
So second down and goal now from about the 15. Third down and goal.
Well, let's see. We had the penalty, then we had the run for a loss.
Yeah, that's not right.
It should be second, shouldn't it? Shouldn't it be second down?
Or if it wasn't first down before, then the chain gang should not have thrown down their sticks like it was first and goal.
Right.
Because if it wasn't a first down, then it would have been second down and
right.
Second down and short or whatever. But they marked it like it was first and goal. So somebody messed up somewhere.
2:50 to go in the third quarter while the officials get this sorted out. And Kane Price goes over and visit with Coach Price.
Yeah, because I was wondering if it wasn't actually a first and goal on that penalty.
Exactly. We talked about that.
But the chain gang threw down their sticks like it was a first and goal, so we assumed that was correct. But apparently that was not correct. But they should have corrected that prior to last play.
Now the gentleman in the white hat is going to make his way slowly over to Coach Price.
Because how can the first down markers now just pick the markers back up and mark somewhere when they threw them down?
Yeah, right.
How do you know where they were?
All right, they have decided on something. I'm not sure what.
Yeah, because that would have definitely affected our play calling if we had known that it was second down instead of first. Wow. So third down and 7 now.
The scoreboard operators are confused too, so I don't feel bad. All right, here come the Rice Birds. Kane Price takes late snap, late flip, and it is across the 10, across the 5, and that's a first down.
Yeah, no doubt about that's a first down there. Who was that on the run? Was that
Juwan Terry.
Yeah, and Kane is kind of limping now. I don't know if he might be cramping up just a little bit.
See a couple of Rice Birds out there kind of pulling on the tips of their shoes a little bit, and that kind of indicates they're getting some stretching out. Getting late in this ball game and been out there in the humidity and the heat, although it's not, hasn't been horrible, not nearly as bad as it was last night for the junior game. Rice Birds, almost everybody in tight. Handoff, Juwan Terry, starting right, now cutting right, straight back up into the line, and he's not going to get into the end zone. He's going to get down maybe to the 3, forward progress. It's going to bring up second down, goal to go for the Rice Birds from the 3.
Looks like we have a Jackrabbit down, slow to get up.
And that certainly looks like a cramped situation with him as well.
Yeah, that's number 14, I believe, for Lonoke. That is Collins Gentry.
He's going down. He is stiff-legged, and he has got to get stretched out. So
it's Marky Clark, who went off with a cramp earlier, is not back out there yet.
Lonoke coach trying to get his guys huddled up to take advantage of a free timeout here and get hydrated. And they've got a Lonoke Jackrabbit and a Rice Bird out there, and they hug it out and they're good. So I had maybe a little disagreement about something, but they've got it hugged out and they're in good shape. Glad to see that. Again, 1:57 to go here in the third quarter from Lonoke. Stuttgart Rice Birds lead the Lonoke Jackrabbits 27-20.
Each team with one touchdown here in the third quarter, but both teams missed their extra points.
And number 14 now trots off after he gets stretched out. That's amazing how you can't even walk, and then a minute later you're running. Yeah, exactly. Here come the Rice Birds. Almost everybody in tight. Got one wide out far to the right. Oh, the snap is over the quarterback's head. This is trouble. And Kane is going to fall on it at the 22-yard line. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah,
that is a killer.
That is a big break for the Jackrabbits there. The Birds had it second down and goal from the 4, and that snap was a mile over Kane's head. Wasn't much he could do about there but fall on it.
Right.
So it's third down and goal now from the 22. You'd like to see the Rice Birds, maybe get 10 yards here.
Yeah.
To try to get just a little bit closer for a field goal attempt.
It's not quite third and Cabot, but close.
It's close.
All right, 3 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Price, shotgun formation, looking for a better snap this time. Gets it, straight back, looking. Now a little pump fake to the right. Now he's just going to tuck it, try to get what he can. Cuts around to the left, boy, and the Rabbits are all
He's got some room to run
He
now.
does have some room to run, and he's looking. He's fired toward the end zone.
Broken up.
Almost caught for a touchdown.
It was.
And I thought for all the world, looking at the Rice Bird fans on the far sideline over there, I thought he made the catch.
Yeah, I think that was Johnson out there again, Lynn, and I think he had it, but he got hit right when the ball got there, and he just couldn't hold on to it.
Right.
Whoa, boy, what a nice scramble, though, by Kane just to keep the play alive.
He did a great job with his legs, no question.
The Jackrabbit defense, he just comes up with the big stop now. And Dawson McKelvey is on there to attempt a field goal. It's going to be a long one.
And Dawson has, let's see. Okay, Hayden is out there. Oh, okay. I was looking for the holder to make sure that was going to work, but yes, it is. Hayden Prine is there. And this ball.
There was a flag on the play, ineligible man downfield. So we had a lineman downfield blocking. But I don't think they'll take. I don't think that penalty.
I don't think they would take that penalty.
They're not going to give us another play.
Unless it's loss of down. It's not loss of down, is it?
I don't think so.
I don't think it is either.
I don't think so. No, they're not going to take that.
Well, the guy in the white hat is in no hurry.
Because if they're going to mark it off, then we're going to take another play.
The way it sits right now, if we're going to attempt a field goal, it looks like the ball is going to be placed down at about the 28, which is going to make it a 38-yard attempt.
No, it's not first down. Other way there, Mr. Ref. No, it's not, Mr. Ref. Well, we don't get a fourth down? That was third down there, Ref. No, that was
Wait a
third
minute.
down.
Holy cow. Now they're bringing in reinforcements from the back.
We get one more down there, Mr.
This guy in the white hat, he's
maybe he's been in the CFL where they only get 3 downs.
I think so. Now I think maybe he's realized he's made a mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now he's said, "No, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that." Look at him waving. I didn't mean that.
Well, I think they're coaching.
I mean, even the Lonoke coach.
Oh yeah, I think he knows it too.
Yeah. Well, sure.
Yeah, everybody knows that. He just.
Absolutely.
He just made a mistake there.
Goodness gracious. 53 seconds to go. Let's edit for you here, folks. 53 seconds to go in the third quarter. Ricebirds lead Lonoke 27-20. Ricebirds facing now 4th down in Cabot. And they are, I think, going to attempt a field goal, which will be of a nature of about 38 yards.
Yeah, even though the Ricebirds had their defense come out there, but now they're coming back with
a kicking team. The guy in the white hat he just walking back and forth, and bless his heart is all I can say.
Well, it's the first game for the referees too, I guess.
Well, you know, I guess so. I guess so. All right. Let's see. Now they're going. Oh, now we're going to mark it off. Okay.
Now so now they're marking off the penalty.
I thought they declined the penalty.
They did, but maybe the ref told them that it was 4th down.
I'm just as confused as I can possibly be right now.
So they're calling it loss of down. Right?
And the official said, well, it looks like it's 4th down. All right, this will be a 43-yard field goal attempt, a high snap. Kick is on the way, and it's going to be short. It's going to be returned from the goal line. He can't come out of the end zone, can he?
Well, sure. I guess you can't
nope,
hear
and he
tonight.
stepped out of bounds right there, and the official finally sees that.
Yeah, I guess you can tonight.
Well, that's true. How do you decline a penalty and then get it as well?
Well, I mean, when it's third and a half down, then I guess you can run it out of the end zone.
That's right. All right, now. That's just as well they marked it off there, because if he had took it in the end zone, it'd come out to the 20. Now they're talking about that, I think, is what they're talking about. Oh, and there's also an injured player.
Yeah, he's got a cramp out there.
I'm sorry, I just now saw
him.
And
Lynn, the only thing I can assume is that they declined the penalty because the ref told them it was going to be their ball. You know, because they got the downs wrong.
Right.
And then they came back and said, no, we want the penalty, but I didn't realize that was loss of down.
All right, so Lonoke will have the ball as they carry off the player that's cramped up.
So Ricebirds go from 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line to getting no points, and boy, that could really be costly.
Absolutely. Number 15, Graham Stewart, was the Jackrabbit with the cramps. All right, here comes the Lonoke offense from their own 18-yard line. If you'd have just let that go in the end zone, they'd have had it at 20. Not that it makes a whole lot of difference. Hand off to the second man into the line, breaks a tackle and almost gets into the clear, but boy, what a nice job by the Ricebirds to come up and cut his feet out from under him. That's number 13, Cordero Berry.
Cordero Berry with a good game tonight.
And Lonoke is not going to snap it again with 21 seconds to go in the third quarter. They're going to take this one to the fourth quarter, and we're going to go to break as well. We've got one more quarter of action to go in the opening game of the 24 high school football season for the Ricebirds and the Rabbits. Who's going to win it? The Ricebirds with a 27-20 lead as we start the fourth quarter. We're back with more Stuttgart Ricebird football in 1 minute on the EAB Sports Network. And we welcome you to the fourth quarter of action from Lonoke Jackrabbit Stadium. Stuttgart Ricebirds lead the Lonoke Jackrabbits 27-20 with a fresh set of 12 minutes to go here. Final quarter of action. Lonoke has the ball on their own 19-yard line, 2nd down and 5. They'll be moving from the right to the left on your radio dial, which is the south to the north here in Lonoke. Lonoke Jackrabbits in dark purple uniforms, jerseys and pants, white helmets and numbers. Got a little double reverse coming to the near side, and the Ricebirds have one man home. And let's see if he can bring him down. And yes, open field tackle. Nice job by the Ricebirds to bring down the ball carrier. And I'll tell you, Ricebird, he may be cramped up as well. That's Landon Bryant, number 19. But nice open field tackle, Brent.
Yeah, yes it was. That was Tanner Starks on the reverse. And Bryant was the only one out there with a couple of Jackrabbits, but he strung out the play long enough to make the tackle.
And got another rabbit down as well. I tell you, cramps are really starting to show up here late in this game, Brent.
Yep, yeah, they sure are. Especially when you have all these started stops, too.
Right.
That doesn't help. You got to keep stretching and keep moving.
And they're going to help this boy off, and he's putting a little weight on. That's good. Last couple, they just picked him up and carried him off.
Yep. That's number 72. He's a lineman for the Jackrabbits.
Well executed double reverse on the previous play, Brent, and looked very scary as he come to the near side, and the Ricebirds had one person home, but did a nice job bringing him down. Landon Bryant, number 19.
Will be a first down for Lonoke at their own 39 yard line, but boy, sure taking a long time here. Did they call a timeout? No, they didn't. I don't know what.
The player that was shaken up is gone. I don't understand the delay here, but they haven't started the play clock either.
The referees are still trying to figure out what down it is, maybe.
It's first down and 10. We know that. Line of scrimmage is about the 39 of Lonoke. Handoff, and where to go. Led by number 44 on defense for the Ricebirds.
That's Burks.
Marion Burks.
Yeah, Burks just wrapped him up and drug him down. It's going to be a loss of a couple on the play. So nice play there on first down. Is McKinney has to go out of the game now with his
helmet pops off.
Coming on.
Moves the ball back to about the 38-yard line. 11:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. Ricebirds with a 7-point lead. Lonoke going to try to tie this thing up. Two wide outs to the right, one to the left. Ball's in the center of the field. Handoff into the line. Once again, the Ricebirds punish the running back.
Yeah, Burks again, Lynn, from his right in position. He just got off on his block and grabbed that running back, slowed him up, and then a couple more Ricebirds finished the ball.
Bo Barnes was in there, too, like a house of fire. Oh, my goodness.
No gain on that play. Third down and 11.
Oh, Ricebird defense, come on now. This would be where you need to stop and get their offense off the field.
Absolutely. 10:30 left to go in the fourth.
Here come the Rabbits to the line. Ball's in the center of the field. Two wide outs on each side. Single back standing to the right of the quarterback, and they do a hard count. The Ricebirds bite again. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, that's what, the third time.
He claps his hands, and then he celebrates, you know. Look what I did.
We got to be smarter than that.
Yeah. So from 3rd and 12 now to 3rd and 7, and that's a big difference in that.
Sure is.
And also big difference in field position too, because now they've got the ball at their own 43-yard line. Might be a situation where if they didn't get a first down, they might consider going for it.
Maybe. Yeah.
Let's see what pans out on this play. Ricebird defense needs to dig in. Quarterback Dean calling the signals. Straight back to pass, looking, firing across the middle, and it is complete, and breaks a tackle, and he is free into the secondary and breaks another tackle, trying to get over to the far sideline. He's finally going to be drugged down over there by the Ricebirds' number 7, Quaterion Johnson. But what a huge play. Moves the ball down to the Ricebird 10-yard line with 9:56 to go here in the fourth and final quarter.
47 yards on that throw and catch to number 12, Trey Jackson.
And Lonoke deep in Ricebird red zone, knocking at the door. Ball's on the far hash mark. Here come the Rabbits. 2 wide outs to the right. Quarterback takes a little speed sweep coming to the near side, looking for some blocks right in the middle. Gets down to the 5, gains 5 on the play.
That was Marion Eason on the carry. Gain of about 3 on the play.
Ricebird defense needs to dig in. It's getting hot out there. Let me tell you, cramps are prevalent on both sides of the ball. Here come the Jackrabbits with some momentum after the big pass play. And now a whistle.
Coach Price wants a timeout.
Timeout, Ricebirds. Let's take a quick 30-second timeout with them. You're listening to Stuttgart Ricebird football on Country 97.3 FM. We're part of the EAB Sports Network. We welcome you back to Jackrabbit Stadium in Lonoke, where the Stuttgart Ricebirds lead the Lonoke Jackrabbits by a score of 27-20 with 9:10 to go here in the fourth quarter. And the Jackrabbits at the Ricebirds 6-yard line, looking at second down and goal. Empty backfield for the quarterback, Dean. Shotgun formation. Standing back at about the 12, sends a man in motion. Fakes to him, going to keep it on the right side. The Ricebirds are there to bring him down for a loss.
Bo Barnes was right there. He got around his block, and his block just kind of pushed him out into the quarterback, and he's going to lose about 4 yards.
Bo Barnes, I'm telling you what a hoss out there tonight. Big loss for the Lonoke Jackrabbits. 3rd down and 9 now from the 9-yard line.
8:44 left. I don't think they would kick a field goal here if it was 4th and long. I think they probably would go for it.
I think so too. I think you're 4-down territory here now. From the 9-yard line, here come the Rabbits. Watch the hard count, Ricebirds. Takes a snap, back, going to fire it toward the end zone. The Ricebirds are there, and nice play defensively for the Ricebirds to knock it away, incomplete.
Yeah. Keaton Byers was all over the Jackrabbit receiver that time. Fantastic coverage. Jumped up and got a couple hands on it and knocked it away. So big 4th down coming here for
There
Lonoke.
you go. Man, that's some contribution there from Keaton Byers. Sophomore for the Ricebirds, playing in that secondary. And now, play of the game here coming up.
Yeah, 4th down and 9. 4th down and, well, yeah, 4th down and goal from just inside the 10. So, big play of the game here. The defense needs to step up here.
Well, they're sending their kicking team in, and I don't get that. But,
yeah, if it was a 6-point game, I see it. But it's a 7-point game.
Yeah. And this will be an attempt from the 18-yard line, a 28-yard attempt. Good snap, good hold, kick is up, and it is good. So Lonoke cuts into the Ricebird lead with 8:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. Ricebirds lead 27-23. We're back with more Stuttgart Ricebird football in 30 seconds. And we welcome you back to Jackrabbit Stadium in Lonoke, where the Stuttgart Ricebirds lead the Lonoke Jackrabbits 27-23 with 8:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman. Also on live stream over there, we've got Chris Armstrong and Andrew Skinner, and also Nathan Skinner joining us in here tonight. Left his name out a little while ago, but he's joining us in here tonight. We're glad to have him with us as well. Lonoke's got it teed up to kick off. They put their foot into it. And this one is going to be fielded at about the 14, back across the 20, 25, and trying to get to the outside is Clark. 25-30, 35-40, midfield. The race is on, and Deontay, we call him Sparky, gives the Ricebirds some spark.
He sure did.
And he has got it deep in Lonoke territory on that kick return.
And Lynn, how about the sportsmanship right here? We got a Lonoke Jackrabbit player injured, hobbling off.
Yep.
And
QT Johnson is
actually helping him off the field.
Yeah,
Fantastic sportsmanship.
There you go. Like to see that. 8:06 to go here in the fourth quarter. Here come the Ricebirds to the line. Kane Price, quarterback, shotgun formation, sends wide outs, 2 to the left, which is the short side of the field, 1 to the right. Got Clark standing to his right. Clark comes out of the backfield. Kane Price looking, now rolling to his right. Still looking, directing traffic. Now he's going to tuck it and run. He's got some room, and he's still on his feet. He's still on his feet at the 5. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Ricebirds, unless he stepped out of bounds. Let's see.
I don't think he did, Lynn.
I don't understand these officials either. So one of them's got it marked at the 1 yard line. He did not go out of bounds at the 1. He did not. That is a touchdown for the Ricebirds. Oh, my goodness. Kane Price, 25-yard run.
Kane Price with a rollout around the right side, kept his eyes downfield, didn't have anything, just tucked it under and ran and kind of weaved his way through the Jackrabbit defense who I think thought Price was going to step out of bounds. But, boy, he didn't. He cut back inside, and, boy, big run by Kane Price, his second rushing touchdown of the night.
Birds take a 10-point lead with a big PAT coming. Dawson McKelvey is the kicker, left foot soccer-style kicker. Hayden Prine is the holder. I think Bo Barnes is the snapper, but I can't tell for sure from my angle. High snap, but a good hold. Kick is up, and that thing is going to land, and, oh, man, it's going all the way to about Coy. It is good, and the Stuttgart Ricebirds have opened up an 11-point lead now over the Lonoke Jackrabbits. Ricebirds 34, Lonoke 23. Back with more Stuttgart Ricebird football in 30 seconds. And we welcome you back to Jackrabbit Stadium in Lonoke for Stuttgart Ricebird football, powered by Petrus in Stuttgart. Petrus Auto Group's got 2 locations. They can take care of all of your transportation needs. Looking for a new vehicle? They've got 7 lines of new vehicles. Looking for a pre-owned? They've got 3 lots of pre-owned vehicles. Hey, or how about a trailer? They can cover you on that as well at their Japco location. Petrus Auto Sales, Petrus GM, and Japco. There in Stuttgart to serve you. Here's a little short squib kick, very effective. And I wondered what Coach Price was going to do.
very, very effective there. Don't kick it deep, kick it short to one of their up men, and then maybe we can get them on the ground. And we did. They are going to have it at their own 40. But the Ricebirds come back on with a fantastic kickoff return and then score again on the first play.
Yeah.
A nice scramble by Kane Price there. He was kind of weaving his way through the defense, but he did not step out of bounds and made his way into the end zone.
He sure did. I tell you, this this has been a dandy here tonight. Quarterback Dean's going to take handoff into the line, and, boy, I tell you, just not much there. Did get a couple positive yards, but
DeMario McKinney was all over him right there, rode him down. It's going to be a gain of about 2.5.
That's been a punishing trip to go up into that line like that.
Yep, in the second half especially.
Yeah. 7:30 to go here in this one. Ricebirds with an 11-point lead, 34-23. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman. Glad to have you joining us tonight for Ricebird football. Apologize for technical difficulties that we are continuing to have. We understand about the echo and some things like that, so we apologize to our radio listeners for that. And but we do appreciate you staying with us. Handoff inside, running room, and a first down. Good, hard run across midfield into Ricebird territory down to the 45-yard line.
Marquez Jackson Jr. again. He picks up 12 on that one. He has 12 carries for 70 yards. And And Jackrabbits move into Riceburg territory at the 45.
Colby Barnett, excuse me, Brent. Go ahead.
With a 6:59 left in the fourth quarter.
Colby Barnett in on the stop on that last play as well. Ball squarely at the 45-yard line in front of Brent and I's broadcast position. 3 wide outs to the left, which is the wide side of the field. Shotgun formation for the Rabbit quarterback. He takes a snap. He's going to hand to the back, standing to his right side, and he's going to get maybe a half a yard, and that was because the Ricebirds slung him forward.
Right, Hayden Prine wrapped him up and slung him down, but he slung him forward for that 1 yard.
Gets him on the ground, and with 6:25 to go, clock moving here in the fourth quarter.
That's right, keep that clock rolling. Riceburg with a 2-score lead.
Lonoke again sends 3 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. Single back standing to the right of quarterback. They send him in motion. They're going to fire out in the flats. Another behind the line pass, but it is caught this time, and he's going to be slung out of bounds by the Ricebirds. Number 19, Landon Bryant, moves the ball down to the Ricebird 32-yard line. Clock stops as the ball goes out of bounds. 5:58 to go here in the fourth quarter. Rabbits on the move. Time to get those wascally Wabbits on the ground. 2 wide outs to the right, 2 to the left. Fires it out in the flats. Nice blocker out there. Kept the first Ricebird off of him, but Landon Bryant finishes him off. Hayden Prine out there as well, as is Bo Barnes.
Short gain on that play of about 3.
Ball touching the 30-yard line of the Ricebirds.
5:37 left in the fourth quarter.
Breaking the huddle into the line. Here come the Rabbits. Take, handoff to the back. Got a little bit of running room, but he runs headstrong into the Ricebirds.
Yeah, he ran into Colby Barnett that time.
Yeah, and he pushed him forward just a little bit. Also, Bo Barnes was in there as well.
Gain of 5 on that play. 3rd down and 3.
Ball just inside the Ricebird 25-yard line with 5:12 to go here in the fourth quarter. Birds with an 11-point lead. Quarterback calls for the ball, hands it off, coming to the near side, breaks a tackle in the backfield, got away from Bo Barnes, which you got to tip my hat to him for that. He's not going to break a tackle from Bo Barnes very often, and Bo is shooting through that line like he shot out of a cannon.
Short game, though. It's going to bring up 4th down now. 4th down and a yard.
4:40 to go. Clock moving. Fourth quarter. Birds up by 2 scores.
Big play of the game for this Lonoke offense.
They break the huddle. Quarterback's behind center. Quarterback sneak, and they're going to push it, and the pile is still pushing, and he's got a first down to move it down to about the 21-yard line, so that's going to be more than enough for a first down.
Yep, first down and 10 for the Jackrabbits on the Riceburg 22-yard line. 4:23 left in the game. Riceburg's 34-23 lead. Riceburg would love to keep Lonoke out of that end zone as long as they could. Let that clock wind down.
Two wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Back to pass, looking to the right. Now he's being chased, and he's going, he breaks a tackle. He breaks a tackle. He's not going to break the second one, though. The Ricebirds bring him down. You can't call it a sack, but he brought him down in a very forceful manner. That's right.
Yeah, McKinney slowed him down there enough, and then number 15, Ethan Boyd, he's a sophomore. He got in there and drug down deep for only a yard gain.
There you go, Ethan. All right, here come the Jackrabbits on 2nd down and 9, about 9.5 really. 3:40 to go. Ricebird defense digs in. Back to pass, airing it out for the corner of the end zone. Ricebirds are there, and it's going to be picked off.
Go down. There you go. Good job, Keaton Byers. Fantastic play by the sophomore Keaton Byers. Ricebird had 2 players back there, and Byers was just kind of playing center field, and he corralled that ball and thought about bringing it out.
He did.
He thought better of it.
Thought better of it.
And did the smart thing and took a knee. So the Ricebirds get the turnover and get the ball at their 20.
Last year in junior high, Brent, I believe that Keaton probably would have took it 105 yards for a touchdown.
I believe you.
Well, that stops that rabbit drive, and the Ricebird offense comes back out with 3 minutes and 27 seconds to go. And the crowd is beginning to thin out here on the near side at Jackrabbit Stadium, as they're packing up their seats and trash, and they're leaving. Here come the Ricebirds to the line. Kane Price calling signals, takes hands off, coming to the near side. Turn the corner across the 20, and tried his best to stay in bounds, and he did stay in bounds.
He should have. Yes, he did. Yep, he did.
I mean, he put the brakes on.
He tried to get to the corner, and then when he couldn't, he threw the brakes out.
Yep.
Gained him about 3 on the play, though, so not terrible.
Clock's going to roll under 3 minutes before they have to snap it again. Oh, nice crowd across the way, Brent. I hadn't mentioned that often enough tonight.
Fantastic crowd.
And really spread out. Of course, the stands aren't very deep on the visitor side, but they're long.
Yeah, and we had rain everywhere around us, but right here on the field.
Good Lord wanted to see some good football, and he has seen it tonight. This has been a good football game. The Ricebirds have met the match so far. Game's not over. Sparky Clark's got it over the left side. Oh, and he's got some running room. He's all the way out to the 40-yard line. He was one man.
And we got a flag.
Oh, well.
Preliminary indication is holding.
There you go.
But they're not putting the time back on the clock, though. So that's
well,
a good
they hadn't yet.
Well, yeah, you're right. You're right.
They hadn't yet.
Yeah.
All right.
But Lynn, if you're Coach Bimberg here in his first game, I hear it's not that bad.
No, it's really not.
They put some points on the board. Had a couple turnovers that he'd like to have back. I mean, but they played. They played a pretty good game.
Sure they have. Sure they have. It's been a good football game. There's no doubt about that.
All right, so they're going to mark up the penalty. It's going to move it back to the 20-yard line. Now it's going to be second down and looks like about 10. Put it on the 20, but we have 2:25, and he's winding that clock. And timeout.
Now they're going to stop it.
Yep,
timeout Lonoke. So let's take another timeout with them. This will be a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Stuttgart Ricebird football on Country 97.3 FM. We're part of the EAB Sports Network. And we welcome you back to Jackrabbit Stadium in Lonoke as we're starting to head up toward the 10 o'clock hour at 9:35. And the Ricebirds with 2:25 to go in this one. They've got the ball, second down and 7 on their own 23-yard line. I think we'll see a heavy dose of running here and a high snap back. We've got a new quarterback in as well.
No, that's still Kane.
Oh, is it Kane?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still Kane. He's kind of limping a little bit. Sparky on the carry. He's going to have a first down. They're slow to untangle the pile there, but he's going to have about 12, and he's going to have a first down. And Sparky is so close to breaking one here.
Yeah, no doubt about that. 2:18 to go.
That defense has got to be getting just a little tired, too. We've seen a lot of cramps out there as well, so there might be some backups in there. And Sparky is close to breaking one. But the Ricebirds don't necessarily need any points here. They just need to keep that clock rolling.
Yeah, and the clock's going to roll under 2 minutes before they snap it this time. Hand off Juwan Terry into the line, starting left, now back right, just right in the middle of the line, just digging hard. Timeout, Lonoke.
About 5 yards on that carry for Juwan Terry. He has 13 carries for 82 yards and 1 touchdown tonight. Good first game for Juwan. And I believe, Lynn, he got hurt in the first game last year, wasn't it?
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
he sure did.
And then I think he might have came back in the Lonoke game last year. He missed.
I think you're right.
Regular season.
Yeah, I think you're right about that, Brent. I sure do.
Good to have him back out there tonight. And you got a couple of running backs, or 2 or 3 running backs who can get the job done if you need it. Because the running game was really a struggle last year for the
Yes, it was.
The passing game was pretty good, but the running game was really a struggle. And, you know, if they can get that going this year, in addition to the passing game, I think his offense can really be tough. Still got some work to do on defense and the special teams, but the offense is looking pretty good tonight.
It certainly is. Ricebirds break the huddle as we come out of Lonoke's first of 3 timeouts. Ricebirds with a 34-23 lead, under 2 minutes to go. Birds with the ball, 2nd down and 5 from their own 38-yard line. High snap and handoff, and coming to the near side, just digging hard and going to have a Ricebird first down. And that probably, well, no, they're going to keep calling timeouts.
Yeah, I guess they had 3 timeouts. Did they call one?
I thought he did, but now they're starting it.
Okay. Well, they still have him with 2, but I think he only has 1.
I think you're right. They didn't mark that last one off on the scoreboard. Hayden Prine split near to the near side here, far to the near side.
Then we got a official stop the clock here.
Kane Price goes over to the sideline to visit with Coach Price.
Oh, they're trying to get that car there to turn their lights off. Although they don't really look that bright. I'm not sure that they can hear the PA man. There we go. Now they got their lights off.
All right. Well, that's a first.
Yeah. Turn your lights off.
Yeah, been several firsts here tonight. It's been an interesting night. Apologize again for all the technical difficulties. Goodness, we'll try to get that worked out. So many loyal listeners, and we appreciate y'all so much.
We'll be coming to you next Friday night from Ned Mosley Stadium.
Be good to be back in the confines of Mosley Stadium for sure. It will be.
Absolutely.
And the Ricebirds will be taking on CAC, their 2nd trip to Arkansas County in a row.
That's right. They're in DeWitt tonight.
They were trailing DeWitt 3-0 at the half. That was my last report.
Low score in the game there. Wow.
Hand off Juwan Terry, just twisting and turning and grinding it down close to midfield. And timeout, Lonoke. Minute 36 to go.
Lonoke is really bringing the house there on every play, so you know it's not going to take much for Ricebird to pop through there.
That's exactly right.
And they're going to be gone.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
We got 1:36 left. Ricebird with an 11-point lead, 2nd down and 6. And I don't think the Jackrabbits can stop the clock again, so one more first down will definitely do it.
Well, they still say on the scoreboard they have 1, and I can promise you there's not an official out there that has kept an official tally on that. So
you're right. I know they've called 3. And they don't roll over from the first half.
No, they don't. All right, here come the Ricebirds to the line. Lulling our listeners to sleep out here. Oh, goodness. All right, here we go. 2nd down and 6 for the Ricebirds. King Price now looks to the sideline. Juwan Terry's lined up right to his right. He hands off Juwan. Juwan looking for a little seam around that left side. He's going to be stood up at about the line of scrimmage. Breaks free, and look at there. Oh, Lee.
Then he went out of bounds.
He did go out of bounds.
But still, he got a couple of extra yards out of it.
He sure did. He sure did. He's going to make this a very manageable third down here.
Yep, it is. He got about 4 yards on that play. That'll get him up to 97 yards rushing tonight on 16 carries. Third down and a long 2.
He stopped the clock again.
Yeah, he did. He got out of bounds on that play, unfortunately.
Yeah. And off coming to the near side. Running room, first down, and just basically takes a knee wide open.
Yep. I didn't want to take a chance on the fumble.
That's right. And boy, and Hayden Price right there with him. Hayden Price, smart football player, let me tell you.
Give him another 11 yards. That'll put him up over the 100-yard mark at 108 rushing tonight. They wind the clock. And the Riceburgs look like they're getting in that victory formation.
Yeah. And the clock rolls towards a minute to go in this one, and still 10 seconds to go on the play clock. King Price will let this run down, and he'll snap it with just a second left. There it is, high snap, and he's just going to stand there and just kind of avoid everybody. And takes a knee finally, and with 48 seconds to go, Riceburgs will have to snap it one more time. Well, maybe not. Yeah, he'll have to snap it one more time with about 4 seconds to go. And then that's going to do it. And the Riceburgs are going to get out of here with their win. First win of the season, first win of the first game. And complete the sweep of the Lonoke Jackrabbits against the Riceburgs this year as the Riceburg junior high team beat Lonoke last night. And the Riceburgs coming away with a big win tonight, 13, 12, 11, 10. All right, we are finished here as the Stuttgart Riceburgs pick up a big one. It was a slobber knocker for a while. I'm telling you, they really exchanged punches back and forth. It was a heavyweight battle, but the Riceburgs, a little too much for the Rabbits tonight, and they win by a final score of 34-23. We got the Blue Seal Petroleum post-game show coming up. Brent's also going to have our urgent care of Stuttgart player of the game. We'll have all that and more coming up for you in 4 minutes.